And good afternoon, everyone. It's IHSA football action in the quarterfinals in 1A. We're here at Camp Point Central High School, where the Panthers at 11-0 will be taking on the 10-1 Greenfield Northwestern Tigers. Jack Hall alongside for the play-by-play. John Hall running the controls. Bob Larner going to help us out with some spotting today, and we are glad you've joined us on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. They have locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal, here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Our friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Also, we'll have our scoreboard sponsor today. That's Trucks LLC. For all your diesel repair needs, call Trucks. Trucks is currently operating with mobile service units only at this time, as their new building is under construction and coming along really great in the industrial park in Pittsfield. Trucks looks forward to helping the local community with all their diesel needs. Call Trucks at 217-922-0044 and be sure to like Trucks on Facebook. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. The Greenfield Northwestern Panthers, the South Division champions of the WIVC, will take on the North champions, the Camp Point Central Panthers. All of it comes your way on YouTube on Central Illinois Sports. We're back with more after these.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Growers trust Prairie Land FS to deliver top-performing crop protection products that promise the best performance before, during, and after the growing season. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers! Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the experts at Great Rivers Bank. With locations in Berry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal, they've served the entire region and beyond. Check out their online loan application at greatriversbank.com. Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Well, action in 1A football in quarterfinals today. Number 1, Lena Winslow, 11-0, takes on number 4, Fulton at 9-2. They play at 1 o'clock today also. That's a rematch of a game earlier. They're conference foes. Also in the same conference, playing in a quarterfinal, number 11, Dakota, 7-4, taking on number 10, Forreston, 7-4. Two teams that pulled upsets. They'll start at 2 o'clock today at Forreston. At Tuscola plays at Colfax Ridgeview Lexington today. Number 4 Tuscola 9-2 takes on number 1 Colfax Ridgeview Lexington Co-op, who's 11-0. That game starts at 1 o'clock, and the winner of that game will take on the winner of this game. If Camp Point Central wins, they will be on the road next week to either Tuscola or Ridgeview Lexington Co-op. If Greenfield would win, they do have a chance of hosting another game, but it would have to be Tuscola, I do believe, for them to be able to do that. And, of course, this contest today. As we look at 2A action today, and we, of course, don't get it to go where I wanted it to go. Let's see if we can push a different button. Go back one, because I am now on 3A, John. I'm working on it, I promise. Here we go. Okay, in quarterfinal action in 2A today, number 1, Maroa Forsyth, 11-0, takes on number 4, Taylor Ridge Rockridge at 10-1 at Rockridge today. That game at 2 o'clock. Knoxville, the number 7 seed, 9-2, takes on number 6, Downs Tri-Valley, 9-2 at Downs today at 1 o'clock. Number 4, Pana, is at number 1, Decatur St. Teresa. They got a handful there. 10-1 is Pana, and I think their one loss is to Decatur St. Teresa. They play at 1 o'clock today. And number 14, Belleville Althoff Catholic, who should be playing in 4A, playing in 2A, 7-4. At number 2, Johnston City, 11-0. They start at 4 o'clock this afternoon in action in 2A. In 3A action today in the quarterfinals, it's number 4 Elmhurst Immaculate Conception Catholic, 10-1. Number 1 Princeton, 11-0. Once again, Immaculate Conception playing there because there's no multiplier in the IHSA this year for some reason for most schools. They play at 1 o'clock. Number 2 Braidwood Reed Custer, 11-0. At number 6 Byron, 10-1. 1 o'clock today, and I think Byron might be the defending champion in 3A. Yep. Number 4, Tolono Unity, is at Fairbury Prairie Central today. They're the number 1 seed, 11-0. 2 o'clock start. Number 3, Williamsville from the Sangamo, 10-1, is on the road at number 15, Stanford Olympia. We thought they would improve, and they have. They're 7-4. They'll start at 2 o'clock this afternoon. We'll look at 4A action because it does have some area teams still in it that we have some interest in. In the quarterfinals, number 1, Richmond Burton, 11-0, is on the road at number 13, New Lenox Providence Catholic, 7-4, 2 o'clock start. Number 3, Wheaton St. Francis, 10-1. At number 7, Rochelle, 9-2. They play at 2 o'clock today. Number 4, Rochester's at number 1, Carterville today. They did have snow at Carterville also. They're 11-0. That's a 1:30 start today. Rochester's 10-1, but their only loss is to Sacred Heart Griffin, who's at home today taking on Murfreesboro, the 9-2 team, 6 seed, taking on number 2, Sacred Heart Griffin, 11-0 at 2 o'clock. Kenny Leonard coaching in his last season, the winningest coach in the state of Illinois and maybe in the nation. It's Greenfield Northwestern here visiting Camp Point Central. As we go to break, we tell you about Illini Express, here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients ages 18 months and older with no appointment necessary. Learn more about their services offered at Illini Express by visiting IlliniHospital.org. About 26 minutes away from the start of this contest on your Central Illinois Sports with John Jack Hull and Bob Larnigan alongside today from Camp Point Central. We'll take a break. More comes your way after these.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy is your headquarters for quality used vehicles. Shop their 439 North 3rd location Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Check out their inventory of WilliamsAutoSalesQuincy.com or call Tony the Truck Guy at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy, wishing the Panthers the best of luck this year. Give them a call at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales. Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvement's 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on. Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Brad Dixon of the undefeated Panthers here. Quarterfinal action, and doggone it, we've made it to the WIVC championship game in the quarterfinals. You and Greenfield Northwestern, Coach, and that's okay. 2 good teams.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we've played this game against Carrollton or Greenfield in week 8 or 9, but I think to not play in the regular season and then to play in the quarterfinals for a chance to go to the semis is what any fan, anybody that's playing on both sides, there's no, well, if we'd have played you X, Y, and Z, we're going to solve it out on the field, and it's just a great game for the area.
When we look at the ability to play in this type of weather, it's cold today, not as windy as it was last week, but you and Greenfield Northwestern both had the right attitude and the game plan to get through the adversity, and you just went out and played football.
Yeah, I mean, proud of our kids for handling, I mean, what I think is probably the windiest game I've ever coached in over 20 years. So, we did what we were supposed to do. We didn't want to punt into the wind. And we didn't have to. We punted one time late in the game with the win. Our kickoffs, we were able to kick some good squibs. We even got recovered one, and so we pinned them. The game didn't start out well where we were down on our 1 to start the game, but we went 90 yards and kind of flipped the field. We didn't score, but I think Sesser had the ball with the win for only about 5 minutes in that whole game, and that was one of our goals.
When you played Greenfield Northwestern, it was in the spring, and we were planting corn instead of harvesting corn. We were there. They were really strong that day. You had a lot of injuries that day, but the big boy that's in the backfield is still there, and he was a little bit of a problem then.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some phenomenal skilled players. Bill Brook, a big running back that they'll use the fullback and tailback. Vetters, I think, close to 1,000 yards. Coach's son at quarterback, and then a bunch of skill position players at receiver, and some guys up front that'll get after it. It's a really good Greenfield team. Reminds me a lot of their teams the last couple of years. Coach Pembroke's doing a great job down there. I mean, they haven't been beat much, and obviously, they want to come in here and prove that the South's better than the North. So we know we're going to get their best, and I think they'll play pretty mistake-free. So I think we're going to have to go out and take this game. That they're not going to give it to us.
All about defense, and your defense has come throughout the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's how can we not screw them up is kind of what my focus has been on. These kids can read and run and hit and do things, so I don't want to confuse them too much or give them too much to think about. And they've done a great job. They've prepared the way that they're supposed to, and that was a good team we played last week. A really good offense that had over 400 yards a week before, and I think we held them to 9 yards rushing. So. Hopefully today we'll be able to do some things against Greenfield as well.
Kind of funny because I heard Ross' name a couple of weeks ago a lot last week, They kind of double-teamed him and took him out. Here came Wilkie and Niekamp and, of course, the Gennebacher boys and others. Different names, different times. That's because they're trying to take away somebody, and you've got somebody to fill that spot.
I mean, these guys love to play for each other. It's like I've said many times, it's one of the most connected groups we've had. No one cares, truly, and it's not coach speak. No one cares. I mean, when Isaac's standing behind me and we've got other backs in here, he cheers as loud as anybody for a big run. You hear him back there. It's pretty awesome to see, really, a kid that is, in my opinion, an all-stater, but doesn't have some of the stats that other guys do just because he's a team-first player. And I think to see him on the sideline cheering for all of his teammates out there and never caring, never asking to get put back in or coach give me the ball, none of that stuff. And we just got a bunch of guys like that. No one cares who gets the stats. You know, they just want the scoreboard to be in our favor at the end.
Fun to follow the Panthers. We've been with you all season long. It's fun to watch Greenfield Northwestern and Joe Pinbrook, who I watched play. I'm excited about this game. We want to thank you for allowing us to be here to bring the game to the fans that can't be here. Good luck to your kids on both sides. Stay healthy and do Panther things. That's all you got to do, right?
Thanks. We appreciate the coverage all year.
You bet. We'll be back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with more after these.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-fact appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Carlson, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852. Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Jack Hull alongside today with John Hull and Bob Lonergan, going to bring you action in quarterfinals. The number 3 seed, Greenfield Northwestern, takes on the number 2 seed, Camp Point Central. So the seeds worked out the way they're supposed to. Also, Camp Point Central won the flip. They will defer to the second half and give the ball to Greenfield. Greenfield will start on the south end of the football field today. How did Greenfield get here? Well, a year ago they were 8-3, so they made it 2 rounds into the playoffs. This year they're into round 3. They started the season off with a 40-14 win over Beardstown, then defeated Concord Triopia 44-8. Won over North Green 52-6, a 14-7 win from behind against Hardin Calhoun. Then handled West Central 48-12, a 34-0 shutout against Carrollton, 42-0 against Pleasant Hill Western. Then they defeated Brown County 54-6 and lost to Jacksonville Route in the last game of the regular season, 34-20, and that's how they ended up as a 3 seed. In this, they have a couple of wins, beat Toledo Cumberland last week 26-0, as Camp Point Central won 24-0 in their contest. How did the Panthers get here? A year ago they were 9-2, lost to Moweaqua Central A&M in the second round of the playoffs. This year they defeated Carrollton in the opening round of the season, 43-0, 46-0 over Pleasant Hill Western, 30-8 over Minden Unity, 30-0 over Brown County, 28-0 over Jacksonville Route at the McMurray Field. Then defeated Concord Triopia 62-0, won 36-28 against Beardstown. Then won 68-6 over Whitehall North Green, 42-6 over Hardin Calhoun. Defeated Dupo in round number 1, 66-0, and 24-0 with their shutout last week. So they have pitched a few shutouts during the season, and that makes Camp Point Central pretty darn dangerous. We'll look at the starting lineups today as we are about 4 minutes from the national anthem. They're brought to you by Bowlers Universe, open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Fridays until midnight, Saturdays 4 to midnight, offering menu items from burgers and fries to specialty pizzas. Try many of their craft beers. Come out and enjoy the fun at the Bowlers Universe. For Greenfield Northwestern, the offensive side at a receiver is Talon Albrecht. He's 5'9", 153, and a sophomore. Dylan Penbrook, the junior, 5'11", 158, is a quarterback and a safety on defense. At defensive end is Dane Chisholm. He's a junior, 5'9", 157. At tight end and cornerback today is Griffin Roberts. He's a junior, 5'10", 135. A running back, a return specialist, and a cornerback is Cohen Vetter. He's 5'10", 147, and a junior. Youngsters on this team. Linebacker today is Gavin Reinders. He is a senior, 5'11", 146. At a tight end and a linebacker, also the punter, is Garrett Costello is how they're wanting to pronounce it instead of Costello. So Costello is 6'1", 162, and a sophomore. At running back and linebacker is Brett Bilbrick. He is a senior, 6 foot 235, and he's a ton to bring down. At tackle and defensive tackle is Connor McEvers, a senior, 5'8", 188. At center today is Logan Lawton. He is a junior, 5'11", 178. And at the kicking position, also a tackle and a linebacker, is Carson Smith. He's a senior, 5'10", 172. At defensive tackle is Zach Wright, a senior, 5'8", 227. And at guard and defensive end is Brody Reif. He is a junior, 6'1", 306. The Greenfield Northwestern Tigers are coached by Joe Penbrook. Brad Dixon's Camp Point Central squad comes in undefeated on the season. At a fullback part-time for this squad is Ross Riley. He's not a starter, but you'll hear him a lot, 6'1", 185. At left wing is Gavin Graves. He'll also play left cornerback. He's 5'10", 155, and a senior. Right wing and a strong side inside linebacker is Isaac Genenbacher, the 6'3", 200-pound senior. Also at a free safety today is Gavin Blewett, 6'2", 180, and a junior. Nick Moore is the quarterback and plays right cornerback on the defensive side. He's 6'1", 175, and a junior. Also, we see today at fullback is Connor Griffin. He is 5'9", 175, and a junior. Hunter Lauterbach will play the weak side inside linebacker. He's 6'1", 175, and a senior. Elijah Genenbacher, the sophomore, 6'1", 180, is the middle linebacker. Also, Darren Riggs will play a weak side outside linebacker. He's 6'1", 165, and a junior. Caden Niekamp is a right guard on offense and also plays some defensive line, 6'1", 190, and a freshman. At the left tackle is Bo Gottman. He is 6'1", 175, and a senior. Left guard is Reese Wilkie. He also plays weak side defensive tackle, 6'1", 185, and a junior. The center and nose guard is Owen Roth, 6'1", 255, and a senior. Right tackle, Robert Gooding, also strong side defensive tackle, and also is the major for the band is Robert Gooding. 6'3", 205, and a junior. Left end is Carter Eiler. He'll also play weak side outside linebacker, 190 and 6'5", and a senior. And the bookend on the other side at right end is Josh Alford. He's 6'5", 195. He'll also play strong side outside linebacker part of the time, and he's a senior. Those are the starters for the two teams. What we're going to do is we're going to take a timeout. They'll be playing the national anthem here in just a moment or two. As we go to break, we tell you about Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper, serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. More comes your way on Central Illinois Sports after these.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say, Pepsi, please, at your local county market. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. When you think of fall, what comes to mind besides pumpkins, honey, and football? How about fertilizer? Studies show more than 1/3 of your crop's yield is determined by fertilizer alone. Studies also show as much as 40% potassium and 30% phosphate gets tied up in stalks and residue, as well as high clay content. Nutrient Ag Solutions recommends Titan, which is an innovative fertilizer catalyst designed for use with dry fertilizer blends. Titan will keep nutrients from being tied up and increase fertilizer availability in your crop. Titan is a low-cost option to improve crop fertility. Contact your nutrient crop consultant today. Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trucking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trucking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
Well, we're back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Jack Hull, John Hull alongside with Bob Larnigan. Want to get one thing corrected. Wes Crooks is the drum major, not Robert Gooding. Sorry about that, guys, but Wes Crooks doing a good job leading the band in the national anthem today. Now they're playing the school song. Greenfield's got their flags on the other side flying with the tiger paws and the orange flags. The Panthers had things lined up all the way here today. Nice crowd on hand today, John and Bob, and it's a cold day for football, Bobby, but it's a good day for playoff football in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, it's always a great day to still be playing. I know that much. You don't get a lot of chances like that, so you never know.
You made it quite a ways in the playoffs one year, and a couple controversial calls kind of took it away from you, and you'll always remember that, but these kids will remember this opportunity for a lifetime.
Yeah, and it's got a little bit of special flavor to it today with two teams from the same conference getting a chance to play each other this deep in the postseason. So I'm going to enjoy it. I know that.
John, it's always good to have you alongside today, and Charlie's at the U of I game. I bet he's colder than we are. What do you want to bet?
since he's in the horseshoe, especially. You don't have a lot to block out there in the horseshoe.
Haven't got an update on the Illini in just a little bit, but I'll say hello to Mr. Lansall when he comes behind you here. How are you? Good to see you guys. But tell you what, good day for football. The Panthers in their black uniforms with gold helmets and gold numbers, and all white uniforms for the Greenfield Northwestern squad with their orange numbers. Got a little bit of black trim on them and black socks, but we're used to seeing some black or darker pants for those Greenfield guys over the years, and they've been at Fleur-de-Lis the last couple of weeks. Now they're on the road for the first time. Bob, how much of a difference does that make not being at home?
I tell you, you always want to have the hammer. So you never know, but it's better to play it, and they get a chance potentially to host a game next week if they should win today. So even better to be in a semifinal.
You bet. Both these teams trying to get to the semifinal. The Panthers have been there 4 times, I do believe. Greenfield's been there like 8 times. And Greenfield's been in the championship game at least a couple of times over the years. One time in 2A. The Panthers there just one time lost to Forest, and both of them trying to get back there also today. Panthers are a very good tackling team, a very good defensive team. They're going to give the ball up first to Greenfield and kick it off, and the wind will be in the Panthers' face kicking off today. They like to kind of squib the ball a little bit when they fight for that. Greenfield will want to get good field position as we get things started. We're about 4 minutes away from the kickoff. We're going to take our final break. When we come back, we'll have play-by-play of Greenfield Northwestern taking on the Camp Point Central Panthers here in the country outside of Camp Point. Stay tuned for more on Central Illinois Sports.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Camp Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel repair service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair, anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Thank you to Great Rivers Bank with their 4 locations. Thanking them for the pregame And we're just about ready for the kickoff. It'll be brought to you by Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Call Damon at 217-285-4404. And RealNet and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. RealNet and Twine is your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them and call them at 285-5013 for RealNet and Twine. As we look today, the Trucks LLC scoreboard, 217-922-0044 for Trucks. Greenfield will be receiving the kickoff in the south end, and it looks like deep for them is Cohen Vetter. He'll be back there by himself. And the Greenfield Northwestern squad, we'll call them Greenfield most of the day, will be up a little closer as the Panthers usually fake the onside kick in the early going. Actually, the Panthers will have the wind at their back kicking off. I misspoke on that one because Greenfield's going to be on the south end running the ball, and we'll set up their offense when they get that. But some of the short men in front of him are people like Rowdy Summers. Oh, no, my mistake. That's Ashton Prussian is one of the short men up there. Also Talon Albrecht. And on the far side, it appears to be maybe Rowdy Summers. They're not turning so I can see them very well. Griffin Roberts will be in that second line behind the lineman. And Greenfield has got mostly low numbers in that front line, too. So they got the hands team out there in the early going. Carter Eiler will kick off for the Panthers in the early going. Bob will keep track of the tackles, and we'll try to spot the ball for you and bring you a good game today. We're ready to go. Eiler gets him going. He fakes the onside kick. Now he'll back up and get ready to kick the ball off. He's got the foot to be able to kick it into the end zone with the wind at his back. Let's see if Carter Eiler, the 6'5 senior, wants to do that. Foot's in the ball, a little squib kick across the middle, heading to the sidelines, and it will not make it to the sidelines, and it'll be hit and taken down around the 15-yard line as the man trying to return it was Cohen Vetter. He came up and could not find an opening, and Greenfield Northwestern appears to be on around the 15-yard line. Let's see if they said on the 14 or the 15. Looks like the 14-yard line, 1st and 10.
Drew Pabin on the tackle.
Pabin, the little guy, he got right in there and made the hit. They really covered the ball well that time. Actually, the ball's on the 18-yard line. I'm losing my mind. So we'll set it up right on the 18, call it 1st and 10, just underway here. Wideouts 2 to the left side, and a single setback behind Pembroke, the quarterback, who's under center. He's got actually an I formation behind him. They'll give it to the second man through. That's Bilbrook. Bilbrook carrying the line. He gets it across the 20 to the 21, gains 3, and it'll be a 2nd down and 7 for the Greenfield Northwestern Tigers. Bilbrook causing some problems on the right side there in the guard tackle hole, and here comes Greenfield Northwestern with no.
Bilbrook's ankle.
Oh, Bilbrook's having trouble, is he?
Yes.
Oh, my. He's come up lame already in the early going. He's not able to even put weight on his foot right now.
That's what he's been injured all year.
They have not stopped the clock. He's out there trying to make things happen. He needs to be off the field.
Yeah, he's not even hardly standing.
He doesn't
well.
look like he can even stand up. In the pistol is the man. They'll give the ball. Actually, Pembroke will keep it himself, and he's going to be hit after about a 2-yard gain at the 24-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 5 for Greenfield. And I don't know how Bilbrook's there. 3rd down and 4, actually. Interior linebackers look like in on the tackle that time in Genenbacher and Genenbacher.
51, it says. I don't have a 51 on here.
Well, you go. That's Elijah Genenbacher. He changed his number early, Bob. You've got a new roster. That's Elijah Genenbacher.
Okay.
You can remember that, I think. 3rd down, 4 yards to go, 10:48. Bilbrook's still in the game, and he's hardly putting any weight on that foot at all. Now Pembroke starts a man in motion. He'll roll out to this side, trying to beat the side. He's going to get the 1st down, though, and is going to get the ball all the way out to the 31-yard line. Nice job by Pembroke. 7-yard gain on the play, the 1st and 10, the first of the ball game.
Isaac Genenbacher on the tackle.
Yeah, that time Pembroke got really good.
They've got some speed.
Good
on the
yardage on the outside that time.
Got good blocking from his wide receivers out here.
Flooding the right side, no huddle offense, all looking at the wrist. Panthers with a 3-man front. Now they'll go to a 4-man, bringing a linebacker up in Riggs. I formation behind Pembroke. He's under center this time. Barks him out. Gives it to the second man. That's Bilbrook. He's trying to get some yardage, and he's pushing people across the middle. Linemen pushing people, too. They're going to gain a couple on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 8 from the 33-yard line at the 10-minute mark of the first quarter of play. No score in the ball game on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Little different look than the Dan Bowman days as they don't go to a huddle, look to the wrist, and go into that open offense. Wide out on this side is Griffin Roberts. In the slot is Talon Albrecht. Pembroke is in the pistol formation with Bilbrook to his right. They go both. Pembroke will get the hike from center and start a man in motion. Now they'll fake it, going to throw the left-handed pass across the middle. Got a man open, and he's going to get good yardage on the play. That's Albrecht. He gets it into Panther territory all the way out to the 47-yard line, so give him 17 and 3, 20 yards on the play, and the second first down of the ball game for Greenfield. They found an opening early, throwing against the wind, and the lefty and Pembroke did a nice job finding that opening to Albrecht.
Gavin Graves on the tackle.
High formation, actually a power formation now, as it's not a wishbone. They've got two men in front of one. They'll give it to that deep man. He's going to be hit short of the line of scrimmage that time, going to lose a yard. That's Roth in on the tackle. Running the ball is Vetter, and he'll lose a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 11 from the 48-yard, almost the 49.
That's a power eye that they use there, Jack.
That's a nice job by the nose guard in Owen Roth. He really broke through the middle of that line that time. Panthers have given up some yardage in early going. 2 first downs, only gave up 4 last week. But when you're playing a conference foe, anything's possible. Power eye formation again, but this time Pembroke's in the pistol formation. Kind of a funny one. He starts a man in motion. Swings it out, throws it across the sidelines. Man's going to beat one tackle, then be caught right about the original line of scrimmage. Catching the ball that time was Vetter.
Isaac Ginnenbacher on the tackle.
Vetter's not going to gain a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 10 from the 47-yard line. 8:14 and counting first quarter of play. They tried to throw a little swing pass that time, and if you don't catch it, it might be a lateral even.
Yeah, and it floated a little bit out there too.
Pembroke's been in all positions already, and they keep changing things. Now Pembroke looks like he's going to be in the pistol with Bilbrook to his right, and they've got 3 wideouts on the right-hand side with a man on the end. Would not be eligible at this time. Pembroke, the lefty, long count, will roll to the right-hand side. Getting a little bit of pressure, wants to roll, wants to throw the ball, throws a little bullet, and it's going to be completed, and that will be a first down. Well, he really put that ball right in there in front of the defensive man, and the ball's going to be all the way out to the 35-yard line, and that'll be a first down, 12-yard gain on the play, and another first down, the 3rd of the ball game.
Gavin Graves on the tackle again.
Who was the receiver?
I think it was Albrecht.
Okay. For 10, you said.
Yeah. Well, 12, actually.
12. Okay, 12.
1st and 10 in Panther territory to 34, call it the 35-yard line. Pembroke's going to hand it to Bilbrook across the middle. He'll be taken down after a short gain of a couple on the play, but when he goes down, he still gains yardage. Bilbrook looks like he's going to gain 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 from the 32-yard line at the 7-minute mark. Back to the line of scrimmage go the Greenfield Northwestern Tigers, trying to score in the early going here. The Panthers haven't given up much early in any games. They've trailed like one time during the season. Pembroke tries the hard count, doesn't get it. This time the Panthers have bunched up their linemen a little bit more. They'll give the ball to Bilbrook deep. He's trying to run across the middle. He'll be tackled after a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. Get it across the 30-yard line, close to the 29. That's where they're going to set the ball. Give him a gain of 3. Bring up a 3rd and 4 in 4-down territory. Roth in on the tackle, they said that time. 6:20 left in the first quarter of play. No score in the ball game.
Reese Wilkie in on the play also.
Wilkie's always in there around things, as is Elijah Ginnenbacher. So the Panthers are kind of on their heels in the early going here. The smaller line of Greenfield Northwestern making some holes. They've got a couple of big guys, but a lot of little guys and youngsters too. Pembroke in the pistol formation. Look for him to run to the left side. Now he's going to fake it. Now he's going to run to the left off tackle. Got some running room. Going to spin across and get to the 25-yard line. And that should be close to the first down. Let's see if he's made it to the first down marker. He's in a 4th down situation of 1. 4th and 1.
Drew Pavin on the tackle. Nice play.
Give him a gain of 2 on the play. But Pembroke's very elusive here, is he not?
He is. They've showed a lot of formations early, too.
Yep, they really have.
Trying to mix it up, I think.
Albrecht leaving the field. Back into the game right now is Rowdy Summers. Oh, no, my mistake. That's Garrett Costello. And going wide to the right is Cohen Vetter, and he's a target they like to hit.
He's got to get a watch, yeah.
They're looking for one, and Bilbrook in the power I formation's got to be the guy you're going to go to here, I would think. Pembroke takes the ball, gives it to Bilbrook. Bilbrook's got the first down and more as he falls forward, takes care of the football, and gets it all the way down to the 22-yard line. Give him a gain of 3 and a first down, the 4th first down of the series. This all started on the 18-yard line of Greenfield. Now it's down to the Panther 22-yard line with 4:55 left in the first quarter of play. Burning up a lot of clock is Greenfield. Looks like the old Triopia days. This looks like the old WIVC, Bob.
Yeah, it does.
And Greenfield now will get the play from the sidelines. They've got intent to get this ball into the end zone. The Panthers trying to do something about it. Bilbrook with 2 running backs behind him in the pistol. Fakes the ball, keeps it himself, tries to go on the right side. He'll be stacked up after a short gain. Got it to about the 20-yard line, so he's going to gain a couple on the play, even though he was hit early.
They're not spotting it there, Jack. They spotted it with about a 1-yard loss.
Actually spotted it at about the 24.5, did they not? That's almost the 25, so he lost a couple on the play. Second down and 12, we'll call it. It's really a short 12, but yeah, I thought that Bilbrook had went farther on his play also. My mistake. 3:58 and counting on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. No score in the ball game. John Hall, Jack Hall, Bob Larnigan bringing you the action. Quarterfinals. Pembroke in the pistol, rolls to the right-hand side. Very elusive. It's the left-hander. Throws the ball, finds an opening. He's got a man open, trying to get some room. That man catching the ball that time was Griffin Roberts. And Roberts is going to get the ball down to around the 20-yard line, it appears.
Elijah Ginnenbacher on the tackle.
Gains 4 on the play, make it a 3rd down and 8. Elijah Ginnenbacher from that middle linebacker, just a sophomore, started as a freshman. Very elusive here. Big play on 3rd and 7 with 3:20 left in the first quarter of play on Central Illinois Sports. Pembroke under center. Marks him out, starts a man in motion from left to right. Long count. Now he'll come back out trying to pull people off. Dylan Pembroke, the junior. He'll go back under center with a single setback and a wide out on the right. Double tight end set this time. Pembroke will give the ball to the second man through. That's Vetter. Vetter's going to be tackled short of the first down by about 3 yards or so. But he's going to gain about 4 or 5 on the play. Let's see where they set the ball. It'll bring a 4th down situation as they set the ball on the 16-yard line. Gain of 4, so a 4th and 4 for Greenfield. I don't know that they have a field goal kicker, and you'd be kicking into the wind.
Not. They do. I can tell you for a fact they do not have a field goal.
And they're going for it on 4th down. This is 4 down territory. 4th and about 4 for Greenfield Northwestern.
I look for a rollout pass here if I were Camp Point.
Power I formation in the pistol formation with the 2 running backs to his right. Pembroke might just try to run it to his right. He's going to keep it himself. He will run. Still on his feet. Got the first down and more. Pembroke's heading towards the end zone. And he gets tackled inside the 10-yard line as he was 1 tackle away from taking it to the house that time. And what a job by Pembroke down to the 5. Gains 11 on the play and a 1st and goal for the Greenfield Northwestern Tigers from about the 4.5-yard line. Did they set it on the 5? It looks like closer to the 5.
Pembroke's been the guy who's been able to find the yardage when they have to have them.
Panthers usually very good tacklers. Pembroke's showing them how to be elusive there. 1st and goal to goal from the 5-yard line. First quarter action. They give the ball to Bilbrook. No, they give it to Vetter across the side, and he's knocked down short of things, and people go flying across there as the blockers are trying to get in. And it doesn't look like he's going to gain a lot, but give him a gain of a yard on the play, and a 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line is where they're sitting the ball at this point, it appears.
Couldn't tell who was in on the tackle there.
You think the ball's in the 4 or the 3? I see the little hash mark.
I want to say the 3.
I'm going to call it the 3 also. 2nd and goal from the 3. 4 down territory. 1:10 left first quarter. Greenfield's had it the whole first quarter. That's what they wanted to do. All right, Pembroke starts a man in motion. Gets the pistol, throws a quick hitter outside, trying to get into the end zone, and the man does. Vetter catches the ball on the right-hand side for the TD. It comes at the 56-second mark of the first quarter of play, and Greenfield Northwestern gets pay dirt first on a pass play to Vetter.
56 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, 56.5 left in the first quarter on the pass from Pembroke, and Greenfield gets on the scoreboard early. A very impressive drive by them.
That was very impressive.
That was a nice drive. Comes 82 yards they go on. Or let's see, 70. Let's see. They started at the 18, did they not?
Yeah, I believe.
That would be 82 yards.
Yes.
Yep, 82 yards on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 plays to score. Very impressive. Pembroke starts a man in motion. And they'll whistle it dead as something happened.
Timeout,
they called timeout. Did Greenfield. Timeout on the field. We'll take it two. Come back with the extra point after this 30-second timeout.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Greenfield Northwestern able to score on that long drive of 82 yards on the pass play to Vetter from Pembroke. 56.5 seconds left first quarter. They called the timeout to go for the two-point conversion. Pike County Concrete, when you need concrete for your next job, give Pike County Concrete a call, 285-5548, and LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing, 285-2808. Trucking for all your needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional team. Also, the Moose Lodge 420. Check out the Friday meals at the Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. New specials each week. The food's hot, the drinks are cold at the Moose Lodge 420. Joe Pembroke, the head coach, knows how important these 2 points are, so he called the timeout here close to the end of the first quarter. Greenfield's had it for the whole first quarter, putting the pressure on the Panthers right off the bat. Pembroke in the pistol. Fakes, throws to the left-hand side, and it's underthrown, and it bounces off the ground, no good. So the point after is no good. 6-0 Greenfield, timeout on the field. Back with a kickoff after these.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. For nearly 40 years,
Kickoff
the
brought to you by
Funeral
Waters
has been
Concrete.
serving.
Tim Waters offering concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete. Kicking off will be Carson Smith for Greenfield. He'll be kicking into the win. Greenfield, what a job. They've had the ball for all but 56.5 seconds of the quarter. Now they'll kick off, and the Panthers will see what they can do. Little squib crick across the middle. Panthers will fall on it and have decent field position at the 33-yard line. That's where they'll have it 1st and 10 for the Panthers for the first time today. It's been a long time since the Panthers have had to start from behind and not have the ball in the entire first quarter. They did what the Panthers did last week.
They got Bill Brook playing middle linebacker right now, too.
You know, as ginger as his ankle was, he looks good now. I don't know if
he was limping a little bit after that touchdown, though, again.
Not a double wing formation. They give the ball to Ginnenbacher, right side. He takes the ball across the 35 out to the 36-yard line, gain of about 4 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 yards to go.
Carson Smith, the leading tackler for Greenfield there.
Offset I formation with a wing on the right side this time. Panthers showing a little difference, too.
Hey, a little pass.
Little quick pass across the middle. Ginnenbacher gets close to the first down. He's going to get about 4 or 5 on the play, and that'll stop the clock with 26.7 seconds left. And it'll be a 1st down for the Panthers on the pass play. Give them 5 on the play and a 1st and 10.
Dylan Pembroke on the tackle.
We're going to give him 6 because 4 and 6 makes
That's
10.
right. That's fine. 43-yard line. Give the ball 2nd man through. Still on his feet, diving across the middle is Ginnenbacher. Falls up close to the 50, call it the 49. He'll gain 6 on the play and a second down and 4.
Bill Brook on the tackle.
10 seconds left in the quarter. Panthers going to try to get one more play with the wind at their back. Moore under center. Starts a man in motion. Gives the ball to the fullback. That's Griffin. He's going to get to the 50, and that's about it. Give him a gain of 1, and that'll complete the first quarter. Panthers will have the ball with a 3rd down and 3 when we come back with second quarter action. Greenfield leads 6-0. More comes your way after this.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Truck scoreboard is telling you it's 6-0 Greenfield Northwestern in the early going here. For all your diesel repair needs, call Trucks. Trucks is currently operating with mobile service only, building a new building in the industrial park. Call 217-922-0044. Panthers face a 3rd down and 3 from the 50-yard line with the wind now in their face. And they're in that double tight end set with an offset I formation with a wing on the right side. Moore, the quarterback, gives the ball to the fullback across the middle. He gets stopped with no gain at all, and a nice job by Greenfield as that time Griffin got absolutely nothing on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. In fact, lose a half a yard, bring up a 4th and 4. What will the Panthers do? They're going to be in punt formation. Moore's the man back to punt now and punting into the wind himself. I think it's a good decision to punt at the 50-yard line. But last week, Carter Eiler actually was the punter. See what they're going to do here. Moore, the quarterback, you just never know what might happen in this situation. Long count, down to about 10 seconds on the play clock. Gets a good hike from center. He gets the foot off. He's going to kick the ball to the corner, kick it out of bounds, and it's going to give good field position to Greenfield as it's going to be spotted.
25, 24.
Their spot's a little funny on this. Let's take a look and see. Coming out to the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 for Greenfield. And the Panthers got nothing on that. 11:16 left in the quarter. And a 1st and 10 for Greenfield Northwestern, who was able to continue to get first downs. The Panthers' defense is going to have to hold here because their offense did nothing that time. Switching a lot of people around is Greenfield Northwestern. A lot of sets here. Pembroke, the quarterback. Bill Brook, the fullback. 3 wideouts on the right-hand side. And a man eligible on the left. Pembroke, the lefty, in the pistol formation. He gives the ball to Pembroke. Ball on the ground, and the ball is recovered, I do believe, by Greenfield.
I think they get a false
illegal
start.
Procedure, too. So did they kill it before the play? Because that actually is a benefit to Greenfield, and it'll be a 5-yard penalty. Take the ball back to the 24-yard line, make it a 1st and 15. 11:13 left in the first quarter of play, or first half of play, I should say.
It hardly seems like the game's been played, but took a whole quarter for that one drive.
Yep, that's what you want to do if you're Greenfield, shorten the game. 1st and 15. And the ball now on the 14-yard line is where, or 24-yard line is where it should be. Bill Pembroke in the pistol formation. Gives the ball to the big man. No, that's not. That's Vetter. Vetter's going to get the ball to the 25-yard line. He'll gain a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 14 for Greenfield.
Elijah Ginnenbacher on the tackle.
He's there over and over and over, but they've got to really make some things happen there. I tell you what, this Greenfield squad's really got the Panthers on their heel, but they've really worked themselves up. Panthers got to be careful about a pass play here as Graves and Moore also playing a little bit of center field right now. They might try to run it right by you on a little quick pass. Pembroke, the quarterback. 2nd and 14 from the pistol. Gives the ball to the big man across the middle. Got all kinds of running room, and he's going to run people. How about that? Bill Brook takes the ball all the way out. to the 47-yard line, gains 22 yards on the play in a 1st and 10. And where did that speed come from? Wow.
He's got some speed.
Well, he didn't have any speed earlier with that bad ankle, but that time he
still
looked like
limping bad.
I think he was juking everybody on the ankle, Bob.
I don't know. I think he's just got adrenaline in between.
Here we go. No huddle. 10 left in the quarter. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Call it the 47 of Greenfield Northwestern, and they've had the Panthers on their heel already twice today. Greenfield will hand the ball back off deep in the backfield. That's Vetter. He's open, and he's heading to the end zone. Vetter's going to try to outrun Graves, and he will get to the end zone. He's going to go 53 yards is Vetter. Connor Vetter's going to score the touchdown, or Cohen Vetter, I should say. 53-yard run at the 9:51 mark of the second quarter of play, and Greenfield Northwestern trying to pull an upset, and they are well on their way with those two plays. 53 yards for Vetter on the run, and another first down on that touchdown, too. Comes at the 9:51 mark, 12-0 in favor of Greenfield Northwestern. They got off the bus ready to roll today, did they not? Wow. Greenfield going for two now in the power I formation with the pistol with Penbrook, and they've had a lot of trouble. Start a man in motion. Penbrook's going to keep it himself, running on the right-hand side. He'll be stopped real short, and the extra point is no good on the run. Timeout on the field, 9:51 left in the first half, 12-0 Greenfield Northwestern. More comes your way after this.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
Kickoff comes your way again. Carson Smith will kick it off. Panthers deferred in the first half, and Greenfield took advantage of it, went 82 yards for a touchdown, then ran a 53-yard touchdown. They lead 12-0, and Mike Smith tried to do a little trickery here. Kicks the ball across the middle. Going to be taken by a deep man on the second bounce. They will fake the handoff, 20-yard line, 25. Tries to get a man to miss, did Pabin, but he's upended at about the 24-yard line. And that's where the Panthers will go to work, 24-yard line, 1st and 10 at the 9:45 mark of the first half of play.
Talon Albrecht with a big stick.
Yeah, Albrecht with a nice play there. Wearing the #1, just a sophomore. I tell you, this Greenfield squad is young. Young. Bill Brooks is senior, but there's a lot of youngsters in this bunch, and they've come to play. Playing a little 5-3, it looks like to me, Bob. That's the old traditional Dan Bowman defense.
Yeah, that's a Dan Bowman.
Little snowflake flying here and there. Had a lot of them on the other side of the state. Moore, the quarterback, in the double wing for the first time today. Starts a man in motion, and Gittenbacher tries to give the ball to the fullback. He's going to be tackled with hardly any gain, and that's the way you beat the double wing, is stop the fullback. Griffin's going to gain a couple on the play. Call it 1, and we'll bring up a second down and 9 yards to go from the 25. 9:30 and counting left in the first half. Big thing for the Panthers is don't panic. Take the ball down the field and try to score and do what you do.
Cut it in half here.
You'll get the ball in the second half, but you got to make something happen here. Do they even have a first down yet?
Have one.
One first down. Double wing formation. They're stopping the fullback. That means you might have to look to the outside. Moore gives the ball to the outside this time on the run. Going to be stopped well short is Gray. He's going to gain a yard on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8. And the line play of Greenfield Northwestern winning the battle right now.
They're dominating right now.
That they are. Here come the Panthers in a no-huddle offense. Owen Roth brings them to the line. Moore, the quarterback, got the wind in his face. 3rd down and 8. Man in motion. Back to pass is Moore. Got man open across the middle of Graves. He finds him at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 on a 20-yard pass play, and the Panthers find a man in the middle, and that's where route exposed Greenfield. Might the Panthers have to do the same thing? They move it back to the 45, so a 19-yard gain and a first down. They're second of the ball game. Comes at the 8:32 mark, 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Hey, just because they don't throw it doesn't mean that they can't.
Oh, they can throw the ball. No problem. They just haven't had to. Moore is a very talented junior quarterback. Double wing with Riley, the fullback this time. They'll start a man in motion. That's Hunter Lauterbach playing the right wing. Paben on the left wing, and Riley, the fullback. They're really bunched across the middle. Give the ball to Riley across the middle. He picked up a couple of yards on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 as Ross Riley carries the ball to the 47-yard line. 7:58 left in the quarter.
Brody Reif, the main tackler in that.
Yeah. Ball's on the 47. 7:50 left in the half. Greenfield Northwestern's called a timeout. The Panthers have not. Greenfield leads at 12-0 on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Illini Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care. Go IlliniHospital.org to find out more for Illini Express. 2 wideouts on the right-hand side in a single wing formation. Give the ball fullback. No, Moore keeps it himself and falls forward about 2 yards short of the first down as he'll get the ball down to the 46-yard line the other way. 3 and 4 is 7, and they'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 yard to go. 7:20 and counting is Moore on the quarterback keeper off left tackle that time. Kind of found some
Costello with the tackle.
Moore's first carry of the game for those 7 yards.
Moore's evasive. He carried the ball against Roughton to got that high ankle sprain. Then we didn't see him for a couple of weeks. Ginenbacher coming back in. Moore bringing the play back in. We'll see Hunter Lauterbach leave the field for a little bit. Riley with the yellow shoes still in the fullback position, and Paben on the left wing. Paben's a little farther back than Ginenbacher on the wing. They give the ball to Riley across the middle. He'll pick up the first down as he falls in front of the 44-yard line. Ought to be enough for a first down for the Panthers. And Riley's pretty much automatic for a couple of yards if you need him, is the senior.
Connor McEvers with the tackle.
Give him 2 there.
Yep. We see Niekamp coming out of the game. No, that was Gottman coming out of the game. Here comes Moore back in with a play from Coach Ray from the 44-yard line. 6:25 and counting left in the first half. Panthers with a long way to go, 44 yards, trailing 12-0. Ginenbacher's usually a touch away from 6. They give the ball to Ginenbacher. He's caught deep, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and gain a yard on the play, get it to the 43. And actually, let's see, it'll be up 2nd down and 9 at the 6-minute mark. They hit Ginenbacher in the backfield, so that means somebody's really beating the blockers in that backside.
Carson Smith was attacked.
Looks like going to need a little misdirection here, maybe a counter play. Who ran the counter any better than Greenfield back in the 80s?
Yeah.
My goodness, in the 90s.
Be a good time for some kind of counter.
Yep. Roth brings the man in. Here comes Moore under center. Offset I formation with a wing on the right side and Ginenbacher. Give the ball second man through. That's Paben, and he is stopped with no gain on the play whatsoever. I mean, he had no place to go. Ball on the 43, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. And Paben has not been effective running the ball as they're trying to run it inside with him.
79 was the penetration tackle. I'm not sure who that is.
Ran a lead blocker there even, and he just never could find any space there.
They're just beating the linemen at the line of scrimmage. I mean, that's the key thing. Casey Monroe, the line coach that's up above us in the box, will recognize that and try to make some adjustments. But now a 3rd and 9 with 4:56 and counting. Not necessarily 4-down territory either. Riley, the fullback. Moore under center. Start a man in motion. Back to passes. Moore tries a little screen. Ginenbacher breaks one tackle. Has another break. Got the first down and Moore all the way down to the 29-yard line. Ginenbacher made it happen himself. Gains 14 on the play, and the Panthers pick up a first down in what could have been disaster if Ginenbacher would have let the man make the tackle, but he broke a couple.
Carson Smith was there to make the play, and Ginenbacher just took it away from him.
Ginenbacher's extremely good with that forearm or that straight arm to get rid of people. He hit Beheimer in the Brown County game and sent him about 10 yards deep.
4th first down of the day for Central.
4:20 left in the quarter. Ball is Riley, still on his feet, carries the ball inside the 25 to the 23, gains 6 on the play, and a 2nd down and 4. And that's what the double wing's got to have is a fullback that gets some yardage in the early going. Second down, 4 yards to go, 4 minutes and counting left in the first half. Greenfield with a 12-0 lead as they've come out and punched the Panthers right in the nose. Panthers trying to answer here. Moore comes back. Coach Ray won't panic, but, you know, they haven't seen this situation much of being behind one time this season. Power in the backfield this time with Ginnenbacher and Griffin. Starting the man in motion, and they give the ball to Griffin. He falls across the 20 down to about the 19-yard line. Ought to be close to the first down.
Very close.
Let's see where they set the ball, and they've got the first down.
So give him those 4?
Yep, 4 yards on the play. Ball on the 19, first and 10 Panthers with 3:20 and counting left in the first half. They don't really want to score and then give Greenfield the ball back, but you don't want to fail to score here because this has been an impressive drive.
Take what you can get when you can get it.
Started at their own 29-yard line, now down to the 19 of Greenfield, but a lot of work to be done. Double wing formation. Moore starts a man in motion. They give the ball to the fullback across the middle, and Griffin. He's going to gain a yard or two, but then be knocked back. Lyman still on their feet, not making penetration that time. And Griffin's going to gain 2 on the play, and a second down and 8 from around the 17-yard line with 2:45 and counting left in the first half of play.
This didn't look like they were quite on time there, as it looked like they
it looked like people were
kind of
all
waiting
different,
for Griffin a little.
Yeah. Yep. Griffin the fullback. No Graves. This time it's still Pabin. Pabin's going to get the ball in reverse, breaks it a little bit forward, and he's going to gain some nice yardage down to the 15-yard line. Gain a couple on the play and bring up a 3rd and 6 as Pabin could have been stopped short of anything, but found a little groove and gets a couple of yards. 2:15 and counting, 3rd and 6.
I tell you what, a counter trap would work really well against Greenfield right now.
Yep, because their linemen are really penetrating a lot right now, or a little hot pass across the middle possibly. Moore the quarterback, 3rd down. They call it 5 from the 15. He's back to pass. Throws a little hot pass up in the middle and almost intercepted. Incomplete pass. But that was almost a chance for an interception. It brings up a 4th
That was a
and
blitz.
6.
23, Gavin Reinders coming from the left side there. Put all kinds of pressure on him.
Somebody's got to pick that up and make a difference.
Alford did a good job of jumping up and trying to knock that ball down at least because he knew he wasn't going to be able to catch it.
Yeah, that could have been pick 6 if somebody steps in front of that one.
You bet. 12-0 Greenfield. Panthers with a 4th and 5 from the 15 of Greenfield with 1:54 left in the half. They need a big play here. Greenfield's going to get the ball on offense again. Moore the quarterback. Man in motion across the middle. Got a man. Oh, it's just knocked down. Nice job by the defensive man. Pembroke just knocks it down because he knows instead they'll get a first and 10 from the 15-yard line and an incomplete pass. And Greenfield Northwestern's defense is held, and they lead 12-0, and that's big, big plays. Panthers have got their timeouts left if they could stop Greenfield here, but the way Greenfield's moved the ball, would you want to do that?
How much time's left?
1 minute, 50 seconds left in the half.
Thank you.
I think this first down play will kind of give you an idea about what they're going to do.
Pembroke's going to be in the pistol. Well, yeah, if they could get him for a loss, they'll call a timeout, but the way Greenfield's moved the ball, I don't know if you want to. Greenfield up 12-0 with the football after holding. They give the ball to Bilbrook across the middle. Bounces across a couple people. He'll be brought down short of the 20-yard line. Call it the 18. Gain 3 on the play and bring up a 2nd down and 7. Not going to stop the clock in that situation.
Yep.
As the ball now resting, we'll call it the 18. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Panthers defense have not had an answer for the Greenfield Northwestern offense. 2nd down with Pembroke under center this time. Long count. Lets the clock run down. He'd like to get to halftime. 14 seconds on the play clock. No reason to be in a hurry. Power eye, they give the ball to the deep man. Dancing around, going to be tackled short of the 20-yard line. Right at the line of scrimmage, and the Panthers will call a timeout. Timeout on the field with a 3rd and 7 coming up for Greenfield. More comes your way with 56 seconds left after this.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Pressure is on you, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
59 seconds left in the half. A 3rd and 6 for Greenfield now from about the 19-yard line after the timeout by the Panthers. Trying to reset the clock here is what they're doing.
3rd and 6 with 59 seconds to go. That's what the referees wanted on the clock.
I did. It's just because it's timeout.
We're still trying to get the 59 seconds back, and the referee's coming over to check. And trying to get the clock reset here.
12-0 Greenfield right now with 59 seconds left in the half.
And we can tell you that the clock is reset. Bowlers Universe open today, 4 o'clock, I do believe. Come out and bowl tonight all the way to midnight. Pembroke in the pistol formation with a 3rd down and call it 6. Big play here for both teams. Pembroke starts a man in motion. Might he keep it himself? Yes, he will. On the right side. Head of steam, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, but not by much as he gets the ball out to the 25-yard line. He's going to be about a yard short. No, they're going to give him a 1st down.
Whoa.
I didn't think there was any way they had that 1st down, did you?
So give him the 6 there, I guess.
Give him 6 yards, but that's a tremendous spot. But that he only made it to the 25-yard line. He needed to get to the 26. I'll be darned. 38 seconds left in the half. I think Greenfield would be happy to go into halftime up 12-0. Pembroke under center. Pembroke gains that 6 yards, and he's been evasive today. Now they'll give the ball deep to Vetter. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 from the 25-yard line.
Isaac Ginnenbacher in the backfield.
15 seconds left, and neither team's going to stop the clock, and I don't think Greenfield will hike the ball again. I think we're going to go into half here with the opportunity for Greenfield to be up by a 12-0 count. 3-2-1, that's the end of the first half. We have reached halftime in a Little Jets Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Quincy, Illinois halftime show. 12-0 Greenfield. We'll recap the scoring and give you some individual stats and more at halftime. We're back with more after these.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful and historic city that is Pittsfield, Illinois, a community that feels like home.
Home to over 4,000 residents, a progressive and growing community serves as an amazing place to live, learn, work, and play. With civic, charitable, family, and recreational activities available, you'll never be bored here. Attend an event or festival, play some disc golf on our new championship course, spend the day fishing, or even catch a Civil War reenactment. As a community driven by success, Pittsfield provides numerous incentives to assist citizens and local businesses. Our goal in Pittsfield is to truly advance and prosper. Staying healthy is made easy here, with access to doctors, dentists, and other medical specialists throughout the community. People come to Pittsfield for a variety of reasons: stately historical homes, an abundance of natural resources, hunting, scenic areas along the Illinois and Mississippi rivers, festivals, recreational opportunities, and much more. People stay in Pittsfield simply because life here is great. Picture yourself in Pittsfield today.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Helena Agri.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Quincy, Illinois halftime show. It's the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making each customer's needs satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com. Stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. 12-0 Greenfield at halftime. They started with the ball on their own 18-yard line, went 82 yards in 17 plays, capped off by a pass for 3 yards from Pembroke to Vetter at the 56.5-minute mark. The run for the play or point after was no good, and it was 6-0 Greenfield after one quarter. They kept the ball all but 56 seconds of the first quarter of play. Then they would get the ball and go 53 yards on a Vetter run. 9:51 in the second quarter. The run for point after was no good, and Greenfield led 12-0. Their offense has been their defense today, and they've held the Panthers out on a long drive. Panthers haven't had much. They'll get the kickoff to start the second half, but Greenfield leads it 12-0 here at halftime. John and Bob have more for you on the halftime show after these.
This is Alexis, nurse practitioner.
This is Dr. John Olson. He is the best neurosurgeon.
Well, I paid her to say that.
However.
Many of the patients that Alexis sees, we talk about that day, and we're able to collaborate real time on the patients.
Having another provider that's not a surgeon work with the surgeon, I think you get the best of both worlds. If you have any neck or back pain, come see us in the Spine Center.
Pike County Lumber is the place to start all your building projects. They offer a huge selection of framing and specialized lumber, beautiful interior and exterior doors, and multiple roofing options that can be delivered to your rooftop. Start your indoor projects at Pike County Lumber too. New or renovated bathrooms are one of their specialties. Updating your flooring? Time for a new kitchen? Any project from start to finish. You can trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Growers trust Prairie Land FS to deliver top-performing crop protection products that promise the best performance before, during, and after the growing season. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Welcome back on the Little Jess halftime show, where the Greenfield Northwestern Tigers lead the Camp Point Central Panthers 12-0 here at halftime. Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Quincy, Illinois is the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. First, in the first half of play, the Central Panthers finished with 5 first downs to 8 for the Greenfield Northwestern Tigers. Their leading rusher was 11 yards from Isaac Genenbacher, 10 yards from Ross Riley, 7 yards from Connor Griffin, 7 also from Nick Moore, and 2 yards on a couple of carries from Drew Pabin, also a single yard on 1 carry from Gavin Graves in the first half of play to finish with 38 rushing yards. Nick Moore, the quarterback, is 4 of 5 passing for 80% for 40 yards. Those passes were completed 2 catches for 20 yards from Isaac Genenbacher and 20 yards on 1 reception from Gavin Graves in the first half of play. So 38 rushing yards, 40 passing yards, 78 total yards of offense in the first half of play for the Camp Point Central Panthers offense, and they were not called for a penalty in that first half of play. For Greenfield Northwestern, they finished first half with 8 first downs. They were led in rushing by 39 yards on 7 carries from Brett Belbrook, 28 yards on 6 carries from Dylan Pembroke, and 6 yards on 6 carries from Cohen Vetter to total out to 73 rushing yards. Quarterback Dylan Pembroke is 5 for 5 passing for 40 yards. Those passes were completed 32 yards on 2 catches from Talon Albrecht, 4 yards, 1 reception from Griffin Roberts, and 4 yards on 2 catches from Cohen Vetter in the first half. So 73 rushing yards, 40 passing yards, 113 total yards of offense in that first half for Greenfield Northwestern. And they were called for 1 penalty for 5 yards in the first half of play. So a very clean game, very quick game in this first half. What we're going to do on the Little Jess halftime show is take another break here. It's 12-0 Greenfield Northwestern. We'll be back after this.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
When choosing internet and Wi-Fi service to meet your family's education needs, it pays to do your homework. You'll learn that Cascom, with fast, reliable speeds up to 1 gig, powered by whole home adaptive Wi-Fi, is the right choice. School has changed, and so should your internet. Contact Cascom and upgrade to the internet speed and whole home Wi-Fi your family needs.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Camp Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show, and the Panthers trail Greenfield Northwestern 12-0. Have no updates on any of the other 1A scores in the score zone on the IHSA. Not unusual on that most of the time. As we look for some other scores around the area to see if we've got any others. If you've got some, send us a text at 217-473-5151. We'd like to be able to update people on some of the scores across the area. In 2A, Decatur St. Teresa up 14-6 with 10 minutes left in the second quarter in 2A football action. And 22-7 is the lead for Downs Tri-Valley over Knoxville with 5:20 left in the half in 2A action there. Take a look at some of the other scoreboards around if we can. Let's see. Panthers just really got some work cut out for them here, though, don't they, boys? They we'll update you on Princeton, the number 1 seed, leaving Elmhurst Immaculate Conception Catholic 14-7 going into the second quarter. That's a big score because Princeton's got their work cut out for them on a very tough team there, but they're up to the battle, I do believe. In 4A action at Carterville, it's Rochester 14-0 with 4:27 left in the first quarter of play. No score in the Griffin game with Murfreesboro that starts at 2 o'clock, so that's the reason for that. All the rest are 2 o'clock starts, and we don't have any other scores around the area to share with you. But as we look at what needs to happen in the second half, Panthers are going to get the ball with the kickoff. Don't panic. You got to take the ball down the field. But Greenfield did a nice job on adjustments in that first half when the Panthers had the ball on the 15-yard line and were able to throw it a couple of passing plays. And, in fact, they probably could have gave up an interception if their offensive receivers hadn't knocked the ball away, John.
Yeah, they did a good job of at least getting that ball knocked down. Moore kind of had to throw a jump pass right as he was getting hit, and just kind of underthrew it more than where he really wanted to go. Just really been impressed with Greenfield's ability to really slow down this very potent running game from
their front
Camp Point
line.
Central.
Greenfield's defensive front has played very well.
I think their linemen on both sides of the ball have just won the battle so far today.
So far.
And the adjustments you make at halftime in a 12-0 game, because the interesting part about the 12-0 is without those extra points, you really don't have a tremendous lead there if the Panthers can come out and score in the third quarter. But I think, you're not panicking, but when you get that ball the first time in the third quarter, when you found out Greenfield could hold the ball for that long a period of time, you're feeling a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, there's a sense of urgency when you come out here to start the second half to establish yourself and get back, what I would say, in this game.
Yeah.
Put a score on the board or at least turn the field over and hold them and get it back. To where, you're like I said, you're only down 2 scores.
I don't really know that field position is that tremendous of a difference, but with the win on both sides. But the big thing, more than anything else, is the Panthers will have to come out here and establish their offense and their defense because Greenfield's done a good job on both. We're going to take a break on the Little Jess Motors halftime show, 12-0, Greenfield with the lead, and we're back with more after these.
Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, Go Panthers! Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy is your headquarters for quality used vehicles. Shop their 439 North 3rd location Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Check out their inventory of WilliamsAutoSalesQuincy.com or call Tony the Truck Guy at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy, wishing the Panthers the best of luck this year. Give them a call at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales. Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvements, 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-fact appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
12-0 Greenfield here at halftime in the Little Jess Motors halftime show. The Trucks LLC scoreboard. Tuscola trails 13-6 to Ridgeview Lexington Colfax. The winners of these two games would play each other next week. If Ridgeview would win the game, they've been at home each week, so Greenfield, if they won, would be at home. But the Panthers would be on the road either way there. If Tuscola comes back, somebody's going to Tuscola if you're the Panthers. But Greenfield could host that game, so they're hoping for a Tuscola comeback. And, of course, as covering the Panthers throughout the season, we're hoping for the Panthers to get a little comeback here, but they're behind 12-0 here, and we are just about ready for the second half. Panthers will get the initial kickoff. And, this is one of those where you can make or break yourself if you're not careful. But if you're a Greenfield squad and you come out and you say, you know what, I'm going to try the onside kick and get the ball back right here and not give them the ball and keep it for the whole third quarter. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then you give a really good field position. Yeah. But, it might be worth the chance.
Honestly, I got to believe you're still considered the underdog in this game. So you got to sometimes pull out all the stops and do some unorthodox things that you don't ordinarily do.
And when it comes to the underdog thing, when you're the South champion of the WIBC and the Panthers the North, and you're the 3 seed and they're the 2, you lost a game to Route that you probably don't think you should have lost.
True.
And the Panthers handled Route. But, it doesn't make any difference on all those things. It's what you do right now.
Yeah.
Illinois and Purdue are tied at 21. Purdue's got the ball to end the third quarter. And they were on about the 36-yard line of Illinois, I do believe, in that contest. Keep you updated on that as best we can, too. And we're ready for the second half kickoff here with the Panthers getting the ball from Greenfield Northwestern on the kickoff. Very important to set some field position, and here we go. Kickoff is across the middle, and the Panthers have been a little slow picking this up. Now they do on the 20, 25-yard line, gets out to the 30, knocked out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Graves with the carry that time. Starting the third quarter, the Panthers will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Just underway in the second half with Greenfield Northwestern shocking the world with a 12-0 lead here in the early going of this one. Third quarter action, and the Panthers will have the ball 1st and 10. They've got the wind in their face right now. Double wing formation. They've been out of that set more often than they've been in it. Starting a man in motion in Graves. They give the ball to Ginnebacher, cuts it across the middle, still on his feet, out across the 40, down to the 42-yard line. And he'll gain 9 on the play and bring up a 2nd and 1. And you don't want to highlight the one guy all the time, but you may have to get on your horse's back right now and ride him.
Yeah, you gotta give him. He's got to have more touches.
Yeah, they give a lot of other people the ball. Griffin, the fullback, straight behind. 2nd and 1, man in motion. They give the ball to Griffin across the middle, gets the first down and more.
Good run.
Still on his feet, down to the 49-yard line, gains 7 on the play, and a 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Just underway in the second half at the 11:27 mark. Griffin that time put his head down and just got the head of steam. You got to take care of the football here. That's one of the big things.
A little bit more intense here coming out. That's what
Panthers in a power situation in the backfield behind Moore, the quarterback, with the wing on the left-hand side. Start a man in motion, give the ball to Ginnebacher across the middle, still on his feet, gets the ball 35-yard line down to the 33, and he's stopped there by a host of tacklers for Greenfield. Punt at the 34, 15 yards in the play, and another first down for the Panthers. Quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Not wasting any time, are they?
Panthers in that power I formation again. Moore the quarterback. They give the ball to Ginnebacher across the middle. Gets a gain on the play and carries him down to the 32-yard line. That'll be a 2nd down and 8 yards on the play.
Host of tacklers again.
The big man, I'll tell you, getting down there is Brody Rife, really moving around on the defensive
he's made some
line.
plays today. He's had a good game.
Now the Panthers get the play from the sidelines. Coach Ray sends it into Moore. He'll bring it into the line of scrimmage to his teammates. And they're up to the line of scrimmage with a 2nd down and about 7 yards to go. 10:20 left in the quarter. Back to pass across the middle. They get the ball to the big man in Carter Eiler. He's got it down to the 20-yard line. 12-yard pass play on the play and another first down and a quick hitter. Eiler had a lot of people around him, but he brought it down in traffic and gets 12 yards and a first down at the 10-10 mark. Moore and the Panthers at the line of scrimmage. Double wing formation, man in motion. That's Ginnebacher. Turns the corner, breaks a couple of tackles inside the 15. So call it the 15, gains 5 on a play and a 2nd down and 5. Will the Panthers go no huddle again? Now they come to the sidelines, and Moore gets the play from Coach Ray, the offensive coordinator. 12-0 Greenfield, 9:48 and counting. Panthers do not want to spoil this kind of a drive.
This feels more like the tempo they want to play at most of the time.
I think so, but, I mean, not always do they do that. Power situation with the man in Paben back there with Griffin. Griffin's going to get the ball across the middle. He's going to be stopped after a 1-yard gain down to the 14-yard line.
Nice play by Gavin Reinders there coming off the edge.
Third down,
Safety,
4 yards to go for the Panthers. 4-down territory, but, you know, the fullback has just not been able to break loose much, and I'm kind of surprised Riley's not back in there right now, as he's had a little bit better luck running the ball from the fullback position.
Riley's run the ball 3 times for 10 yards.
Now the Panthers wait for their quarterback and Moore to bring the play from the sideline. 9 minutes left third quarter. A lot of ball game left, but 12-0 Greenfield has the lead. Power I formation with Ginenbacher behind Griffin. Moore, the quarterback, starts a man in motion. They give the ball to Ginenbacher across the middle, heading towards the end zone. Gets it down to about the 5-yard line. Where's he going to be stopped? Call it at the 5. That ought to be another first down, and the Panthers first and goal from the 5. And Ginenbacher looks like he wants to carry this team on his back right now.
How many there?
He gained 9 on the play.
Thank you.
Double wing formation. Give the ball to fullback in Griffin. Looking for some breakings across the middle. Gets it down to around the 3. It'll bring up a second down and goal to goal from the 3 at the 8:22 mark of the third quarter of play. Panthers have yet to score. Coming out is Griffin. Riley into the backfield now. Paben on the wing on the left-hand side and Ginenbacher on the right. Moore the quarterback. Man in motion. They give the ball to Riley. Riley's trying to carry people. Gets tackled short of the goal line down to about the 2. It'll be a third down and 2. As
Connor McEver's in there on that play.
You know what Greenfield and Dan Bowman used to do? They'd make you run right at the goal line, defense off one after the other, and Joe Penbrook grew up in that personality. Call it the 3-yard line. Third down, goal to goal from the 3. 7:40 and counting left in the quarter. Paben comes out, so do Riley.
Got to believe Ginenbacher gets it here.
Ginenbacher by himself in that backfield this time with a lineman in front of him.
We got two linemen. They're going to power it.
Give the ball across the middle. Ginenbacher bounces outside, heads to the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown. 7:21 left in the quarter. Ginenbacher carries it in from 3 yards out, and they put 2 linemen behind him to power that time, and it worked out, and he runs 3 yards for the touchdown, makes it a 12-6 game, and now the Panthers will go for the 2-point conversion.
That was definitely a jumbo package there with all their linemen in the backfield.
Tell you, what a job by them blocking that time and giving Ginenbacher some running room, though.
He did a nice read off the edge of that, too.
Had 2 linemen basically as fullbacks in there. They both pulled out and blocked.
Now they'll go for the 2-point conversion.
This
Offset I formation. They give it to the man in Paben. Paben across the goal line. Ball comes loose.
Oh, he was
ball
in.
On the ground.
He was in, wasn't he?
I thought he was in before the ball came loose.
And what do they call? They call it a 2-point conversion. Paben takes it in for the 2-point conversion. Timeout on the field. Panthers trail 12-8 on the Trucks scoreboard. We're back with more after these.
Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Carlson, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Panthers score on their first drive from the 33-yard line, 67 yards in about 11 plays. Ginenbacher gets it in. Panthers fake the onside kick. Now they'll back it up. Wind's kind of blowing in their face this time. Let's see where they're going to kick the ball. Greenfield needs to answer now, up 12-8. Kick across the middle. Little pooch heading towards the sidelines. Ball's going to roll dead, and they're going to pick it up.
Oh,
and
he's
stepped
out of
out of bounds. And the man picking the ball up that time was Gary Costello, and Costello will be taken out of bounds on the 25-yard line. I thought he stepped out ahead of that, didn't you, Bob?
I believe he did.
I thought he stepped out before he touched it, actually. So
7:19 left in the third quarter of play. Panthers on the defensive side. Greenfield Northwestern on the offensive side, and he did step out before he touched the ball there. John, I watched the replay.
That should be a penalty, yes.
Yep. 1st and 10 from the 25 for Greenfield. Pembroke, the quarterback. Where's he going to set? In the pistol formation. He's got Vetter back there with him. No Billbrook at this time. 2 wideouts on the left, 2 on the right. They look like they want to throw. They give the ball to the first man through. Big gain on the play by Vetter. He's going to get the ball across the 25 out to the 29-yard line. Give him a gain of 4 on the play. A second down and 6 yards to go for Greenfield. No huddle offense for Greenfield here as they come quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Billbrook back in the ball game.
Tried a little quick offense that time, but Billbrook showed he was pretty quick too. Waters Concrete, 309-252-1052 for all your concrete needs. Call Waters Concrete. Pembroke in the pistol again. He's got Billbrook in a slot on the left-hand side. He's going to keep the ball himself. He's going to run the ball across the middle. Is Pembroke going to fake the pass? No, through the pass.
It was dropped.
And incomplete. First incomplete pass, I do believe, of the day, is it not?
It was, yep. They were 5 for 5 before that, now 5 for 6.
3rd and 6.
It's thrown out of that formation every time when he's been on the edge, when Billbrook's been put in that slot.
John, put the 2-point conversion points up on our scoreboard, would you?
Oh, sorry, I thought I had. I must have clicked
12
not quite
to
on
8.
the button.
3rd down, 6 yards to go for Greenfield. Big play here with 6:34 left in the quarter. Waiting for the play from the sidelines. It's 12-6. Pay no attention to the scoreboard until it updates here. Still hasn't updated on mine.
Well, it's updating on the live, so you got to give it a moment.
Pembroke back to pass. Left-hander looks for something. Now kind of tucks the ball. Got some running room. Going to be tackled short of the first down.
Big tackle.
He's going to be put down at the 31-yard line. That'll be a gain of a couple on the play and bring up a 4th down and 4 at the 6:19 marker. Elijah Ginnenbacher in on the tackle, Bob, and, you know, here it is. First punt of the day, I do believe, for Greenfield.
Yep.
With the wind.
This is the 3rd time they've had the ball in the offense, and they scored the other 2 times, I guess, basically, is what you want. Well, they ended the half, I guess.
Yeah. Correct.
Punt formation now, and punting is Garrett Costello. Paving back deep. He's got to take care of the football. That's one of the big things. Costello needs a good hike from center. It's a little bit high. He'll get it off himself. And Pavin just needs to get away from it here. Boy, they're going to get a great roll inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line, and that's where the Panthers are going to start 1st and 10 from their own 15 at the 5:41 mark of the third quarter, trailing by 4, 12-8. Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper, serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. And the Bowler's Universe opening at 4 o'clock today. Great menu items for burgers and fries and specialty pizzas. They've got that cauliflower pizza crust now, too. And the Panthers will start 1st and 10 from their own 15. They looked like they had momentum the last time. Let's see if they can maintain that. A lot of it came from Ginnenbacher, more the quarterback. Greenfield looks like they're going to try to put a little pressure on. They give the ball to the first man through.
Ginnenbacher.
And Ginnenbacher's going to get the ball down to about the 19-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. They're calling it about the 18, I guess. So we'll give him 3 yards on the play.
2nd down, 6, Panthers.
2nd down, the long 6 for the Panthers here. Lineman up to the line of scrimmage. Double wing formation. Griffin in the fullback position, starting Pavin in motion. They give the ball to Ginnenbacher across the middle, finds an opening, gets it across the 20 out to the 21. Gains about 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 3. And Ginnenbacher looking for an opening, and people slow to get up here as we've got a man down on the field and one of the Greenfield Northwestern men. Timeout on the field, and we'll take
Pembroke.
it too. That's Pembroke down on the field. 4:54 left in the third quarter. 12-8 Greenfield back after these.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Still dealing with an injury on the field. I'd appreciate everybody saying a little prayer for Dylan Pembroke right now, as he's been down for a while, and they're working with a lower ankle area or something. We hope Dylan's just fine. Looks like they're going to help him up here. And he's going to be kind of ginger on that right ankle, it appears, but doesn't appear to be a knee or anything. No. So that's good news for Pembroke. He was down for a long time. But the quarterback seems to be where he's going to get to at least the sidelines under his own power here. And the Panthers are going to face a 3rd and 3 from their own 21-yard line. Very effective, or a very important play right there on both sides. Panthers come to the line of scrimmage. 20 seconds left on the play clock. 4:49 and counting left on the game clock in the third quarter. 12-8.
Like 5, Jack.
Yeah, it does look like it's long, about 5 yards.
It's more like,
yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Moore, the quarterback, under center. Man in motion, gives the ball to Ginnenbacher.
No, keeper.
No. Oh, he kept it himself, and he's going to be tackled for a loss.
McEvers
made a big play there as Moore was trying to make the play, and Ginnenbacher looked like he was open, but Moore's going to lose big yardage, and the Panthers are going to have to punt here. Let's see where they spot the ball. 15-yard line, so give him a loss of 6 on the play, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and about 8. Call it 5, John, on the loss. He'll be back to pass or punt here, Will Moore. And good field position for Greenfield after this punt. High hike from center. That's Eiler with it, and he punts the ball straight up in the air, and that's going to be a bad
backwards.
They better get that ball quick because it's going to roll to about the 10-yard line. And that's where Greenfield's going to have the ball as Carter Eiler punted the ball and punted it up. And with the wind blowing and the punt, it's going to give Greenfield great field position on the 9-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9.
How much time?
3:43 left in the quarter. 1st and goal from the 9 at the 3:43 mark of the third quarter of play.
And we do not have Pembroke.
Okay, tell us who the quarterback is in just a minute. Is it Vetter?
Albrecht.
Albrecht is the quarterback. They've got Bill Brook behind him. He'll be under center here with a wide out to the right, and you would think they would run it this time. Talon Albrecht playing the quarterback position. Give the ball to Bill Brook on the right side. Bouncing outside. Good defense, but he's still running. Gets a good Gary, and gets close inside the 5-yard line. Bill Brook was stopped way out by the 9, but he just kept carrying people.
I'd say he's about the
4-yard line.
Yeah.
2nd and goal from the 4. 3:23 left. Give him 5 yards on the play. Bill Brook behind with a power I formation, and the quarterback is Albrecht after Pembroke on the sidelines. Albrock hands the ball off to the big man in Bilbrick. He's trying to carry him into the end zone. Going to be stopped short at this point. And that's a good way to get the ball stripped if you're not careful, if they don't blow it dead there. And it's going to be a 3rd down and 1. 30 yards on the carry at the 3-minute mark. And Greenfield Northwestern trying to add to this 12-8 score.
I think you'll see. I think you see him again.
How could you not give it to him two more times?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to tackle him and try to strip the ball at the same time here.
You got to watch better though. They will pitch it something outside to him. I don't know where he's at on the line.
Yeah, but when you've got a different quarterback in Albrecht, you just want to make it very simple here. I would think. Power I formation. Vetter's behind the big man here, so that might be right too, Bob. Albrecht starts a man in motion. They're going to work to the left side. Give it to Vetter. Vetter's going to be stuffed, and he's going to lose yardage on the play back to the 3, and it's going to be a 4th down and 3 at the 2:37 mark with the clock counting down.
Elijah Ginnenbacher.
Pinbrook's coming back into the game now, folks.
Yeah.
There's a difference maker. Pinbrook says he's okay, and he's coming back in. So Albrecht will not be the quarterback here. Will Greenfield call the timeout? I think they're going to call the timeout here, don't you?
Yeah. I would.
They're waiting for the clock to run down a little bit, down to the 2:10 mark. Play clock down to 14 seconds, and they'll let it run down and then call the timeout, I do believe, as they're trying to get time off the clock here, and that's a good job by Greenfield. With about 1 second left, they'll call the timeout. 1:57 left, 3rd quarter. Greenfield leads 12-8, 4th and 3, goal to goal when we come back after these.
Brian Dickhout Trekking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickhout Trekking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickhout Trekking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickhout Trekking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
4th down, goal to goal, 3 yards to go for Greenfield. They were down to the 1, stuffed on a 2-yard loss that last time by Vetter. But now Pinbrook is in at quarterback after hurting that ankle with 1:57 left in the 3rd quarter, up 12-8.
I feel like it really limits them, though, in that he has been one of their leaders in running the ball today. And if he's still injured on that
You know
ankle,
what I know about Greenfield kids? Even when they're hurt, they run. It doesn't make any difference. I saw Patrick Bowman run for 1,500 yards with an ankle so big it was bigger than my head.
That's pretty big.
They're tough kids.
I think they're going wide.
4th and 3, goal to go, 1:57 left, wide out to the right. Pinbrook in the pistol formation. That surprises me. Maybe they'll hike it in the Wildcat to Vetter. And the hike from center. Starts a man in motion. Pinbrook with the ball. He's going to carry the ball to the right side, looking to pass, looking to run, keeping the ball himself, into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fumbled it.
Oh, he fumbled the ball. Fumbled the ball, and they're going to say the ball's dead, and that'll be Panther football. He fumbled the ball before he got in the end zone. Now they're going to call it a touchback as the Panthers recovered it, and the Panthers will get the ball on the 20-yard line on the touchback, and that is a break, and the Panthers defense holds at the 1:46 mark. So you got to give him 2 yards on the play before he fumbles the ball. Then the Panthers recover it in the end zone, and that's a touchback, and that's even better for the Panthers.
Out of the 20.
Out to the 20-yard line. Big momentum swing there by the defense. Joe Pinbrook is beside himself on the sidelines asking for an explanation from the referee, and he's out on the field, and he wants to know what. You'd think you were at fleur-de-lis with a play like that, wouldn't you? I don't know who recovered the fumble. Did we see who recovered the fumble?
No.
None of us did.
It's a long way from here. I saw the wall.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. 1:46 left in the quarter from the 20-yard line. Man in motion. Give it to the second man through. That's Griffin on the carry. He gets the ball out to the 22-yard line. It'll be a 2nd down and 8, and the fullbacks have still not been able to break loose today. 1 minute, 30 seconds and counting left, 3rd quarter of play. 12-8 ball game. 2 touchdowns for Greenfield, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion for the Panthers. Been a dandy football game, and it's went fast when these two teams run the ball a lot.
And have not been penalized hardly at all. One penalty in the game.
Yeah, one penalty for an illegal procedure, and that's it. Graves is on the left side. Ginenbacher on the right. Griffin behind the quarterback. Actually, Ginenbacher's offset eye. They give the ball to Ginenbacher around the outside looking for Blucking. He is trying to cut back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line. Gain of 3. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Boy, what a job by Greenfield by the tackling of Ginenbacher, because that's tough to do. And they're still winning that line of scrimmage, I think, Bob.
Yeah, they are. I'll tell you what, you talked about the way they played today. It's all about coaching. Both two very well-coached teams.
Yep. Pabin comes in at the wing. The only long run of the day, Vetter ran it for 53 yards. The Panthers have not been able to break loose on anything long today. 3rd down, 5 yards to go with 20 seconds left third quarter. Final play of the quarter probably.
Outside.
Outside, they give the ball to Pabin. He's got running room across the 40, 45. Knocked out of bounds short of the 45-yard line. That'll be a 1st down for the Panthers at the 43. Gain of 18 on the play and a 1st down for the Panthers. Big run by Pabin that time, and he had his motor running.
We got a flag.
Holding against the Panthers, and that's going to bring it back. There you go, John. You had no penalties. You just had to say it, didn't you?
Sorry.
The holding is going to put the ball back at the 24-yard line. So that play is thwarted back to the 24, and that'll be a 3rd down and
about 6, 7, 6
yeah, we'll call it 6 to go. 6 yards to go for the Panthers. And that's the end of the quarter. We'll go to the 4th quarter with Greenfield up 12-8. Panthers face a 3rd and 6 when we come back in a minute.
Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel repair service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair, anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
We've reached the 4th quarter. Greenfield Northwestern's led at the end of each stop, 6-0, 12-0, and now 12-8. We've reached the 4th quarter, 12 minutes left on the clock in regulation. Panthers face a 3rd down and 6 yards to go from their own 24-yard line after a big play and a holding that kept them from getting the big gain by Pabin. And Greenfield is able to dodge the bullet on that one. But that's the best offensive play the Panthers really have had of the day.
Outside of the screen to Ginenbacher in the first half, that's probably the biggest play.
I don't think they got anything like that long play by Pabin, though. Now the Panthers break into a different set with wideouts on the right-hand side. They start Ginenbacher in motion. Back to passes Moore across the middle. Got a man open across the middle, and that is Eiler. Eiler fighting for yardage down to the 34-yard line. Should be enough for a 1st down, and the Panthers with another set of downs. Pabin had broke deep, and he was actually open, but it was safer to get that short pass.
Yep. Got the 1st down.
How many yards?
10 yards on the play.
Thank you.
11:42 left in the ball game. 34-yard line, 1st and 10 Panthers. Trailing by 4. Man in motion, they give the ball to Ginenbacher across the middle. Still on his feet, rolls forward across the 40 out to the 41. Give him a gain of 7 on the play. And a 2nd down and 3. And I think that 1st down play getting big yardage is essential for the Panthers here because it opens up so many different things for their offense.
A lot of options. A lot of options.
When they run that fullback and they get stuffed on the first play, it changes their whole offensive production.
Ginenbacher with 70 yards on 13 carries now.
Power I formation now, an offset I. More under center. Barks him out. Gives it to Ginenbacher. Right side. No, that's the fullback.
1st down.
Griffin gets the ball. Griffin's going to get the ball just short of the 1st down. They're going to spot the ball. They're going to move it back a little bit.
Wow.
on the 43-yard line. Give him a gain of 2, and it'll be a 3rd down and 1. Not a great spot for the Panthers on that one. Panthers now in the double wing formation. Need a yard to go. Moore the quarterback. They've got Riley at fullback. Give it to him. He gets the yard. And Moore, he's going to get it close to the 45-yard line, but that ought to be plenty for the 1st down.
Yep.
And the Panthers pick up another set of downs, and Billbrook a little slow getting up that time as him and Riley came head on. But Billbrook playing his heart out with that bad ankle. Ball's on the 45-yard line, 1st and 10. 10 minutes, 10 seconds and counting left in regulation. Panthers trail by 4. Riley the fullback. Moore the quarterback. Back to pass is Moore. Under pressure. Rolls to the right. Trying to get away from some people. Gets caught from behind and will not get back to the line of scrimmage as he will be caught short of the 45-yard line. Costello with the tackle. Call it the 43-yard line. He'll lose 2 on the play and bring up a 2nd down and 12.
They got some nice players on this Greenfield. They got some quickness to them.
Their defensive guys are really playing well today, I think. 2nd down, 12 yards to go. Ball on the 43-yard line. Double wing formation. Moore hasn't had to pass much this year. Got the wind at his back this time. Riley the fullback. Man in motion is Ginenbacher. Back to pass is Moore again. Got a man open across the middle. That was Eiler. Hit right at the time he caught the ball by Penbrook, coming back in the game and playing the defense. Incomplete pass. That brings up a 3rd and 12. What a play by Penbrook on that one. Penbrook, who was down with a bad ankle, comes back after recovery. And the immaculate healing, I guess, over on the sideline on that
somebody's doing a good job over there on that sideline.
Doc Reed's not around anymore. He used to take care of all of them, didn't
he? Yeah, he did.
What a job by Dr. Reed over the years.
I'd run a screen here to Ginenbacher.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see. 9:24 clock stops. 3rd down, 12 yards to go from the 43-yard line. Yeah, I'm not sure you want to give the ball back to Greenfield. You may never see it again. Moore pitches the ball outside this time. Big sweep play. Turn in the corner with the 1st down.
First down.
Still with Moore, trying to run the sidelines and gets knocked out of bounds at the 43-yard line the other way. 7 and 7's 14, and a 1st down for the Panthers as Drew Pabin, no flags on the play, had that big run earlier, and this one counted. So he runs for 14 yards in the 1st down at the 9:16 mark. Reinders knocks him out of bounds, or Pabin would have went for 6. He was trying to run the tightrope that time. Panthers in the double wing. Moore the quarterback, gives the ball to the fullback. That's Griffin, got some running room across the 30, close to the 26-yard line. 17 yards on the play and another 1st down for the Panthers.
Griffin with 38 yards on 11 carries.
Penbrook in on the tackle, they say that time, Buck.
Yep, Penbrook's a veteran.
8:57 left in the ball game. What a contest we've got here between the north and the south of the WIVC. Moore under center. Gives the ball to the fullback in Griffin. Goes down low. Gets inside the 25. Down to the 24-yard line. Gain of 2. It'll be up a 2nd down and 8. Did they say? Yep. Goes down to the 24. So give him a couple on the play. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Call it 7 yards to go. Give him 3 because that spot's a little different. Moore under center. Fake to the first man through. Try to give it to Pabin.
Nice job.
Pabin's on his feet, breaking the tackle. Still gained some yardage on the play after he was tackled. Drew Pabin showing what a great effort he made on the play. Got to see where they spot the ball, John, and then we'll tell you, old buddy.
The 23, I'm guessing.
22-yard line looks like. Gains a couple on the play and a 3rd down and 6. Clock keeps running on the play. 8 minutes left in the ball game in regulation. 12-8 in favor of Greenfield. They've led the whole contest. Panthers with a 3rd and 5. They've been in pressure situations all day. Moore gets the signal. He gives the ball to Ginenbacher across the middle. Gets the ball across the 20 down to the 19. Gains 3 on the play, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 3. And the Panthers face another must situation here with 7:35 and counting.
Billbrook in on the tackle there.
They spot the ball back on the 20.
So they moved that thing backwards.
That was a terrible spot. Terrible
It's
spot.
a long
My
three.
goodness. It may almost be 4 yards to go. Here come the Panthers. Will they try to draw the team off sides? Start the man in motion in Ginenbacher. That's what they like to do a lot of times, but very well disciplined are the Greenfield Tigers.
I'd run it outside again if I were them.
Moore, the quarterback. Back to pass.
He's
Across
open.
the middle. Got
Wide
Ginenbacher
open.
for the touchdown. 20-yard pass play to Ginenbacher from Moore. Ginenbacher wide open as Greenfield had sold out across the middle. Pass for 20 yards, and the Panthers with their first lead of the day, 14-12, in the two-point conversion. Will either put them up by 4 or they'll be up by 2. I don't know if this one's really as important as some. 7:07 left in the fourth quarter. What a play by Moore to Ginenbacher. Wide open, but he got it done. No Jackie Smith on this one, playing for the Cowboys years ago. Had to bring that up since he played for the Cardinals. From the 3-yard line for the point after, go the Panthers. Moore, the quarterback. Tries to keep it himself across the middle. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion. Panthers lead it 16-12. Timeout on the field, 7:07 left. More comes your way after these.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times, and Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
80 yards on 16 plays, 7 minutes, 39 seconds. Panthers lead 16-12 over Greenfield, and now we'll see what's going to happen next. I love the flag, but I wish the guy would get out of the way so I could see the game. Get out of the way. I can't see. And
everybody riled up.
Eiler will kick off with the wind at his back. Puts his foot in this one across the middle. Line drive, going to be taken at the 10, 15, 20-yard line. Albrecht with it. Gets it out to the 30-yard line, it appears.
Host of tacklers.
Let's see where they're going to spot the ball. Probably around the 31, and that's where Greenfield's going to be back to action with 6:50 left in the ball game, trailing by 4. They're going to put it on the 31, 6:50 left, 1st and 10 Greenfield with the wind in their face. Neither team's had the ball. A lot of times on offense, it's been important each time. 2 wideouts on the left-hand side. Pinbrook in the pistol formation. Who's next to him there? Is that Bilbrook?
Bilbrook.
Pinbrook barks him out with the clock not running. 6:50 left in regulation. 4-point game, 16-12 on the Trucks scoreboard, not the Tough scoreboard.
It's a Tough Truck scoreboard.
Pinbrook gets the hike, gives the ball to Bilbrook across the right side. He is trying to carry people, and he'll be stopped at about the 23-yard line.
Host of tacklers.
Or 33-yard line.
Elijah Ginenbacher.
Isaac Ginenbacher has had tons of tackles today, has he not?
He's been in a lot.
Ball is on the 34-yard line. 6:30 and counting left in this one. The clock is not your friend here. 6:20 and counting. They have all 3 timeouts, both teams, I do believe. Okay, we'll see.
They called the 1 timeout to
Let's go.
get Pinbrook back in the
Pinbrook
game.
back to pass on the left-hand side, trying to get a man open. Still looking, under pressure. Finds a man open across the middle. Had to recover the ball. Gets it out to the 47. And a 13-yard first down pass play for Costello. Costello had to kind of retuck the ball as he was having trouble holding it in the 1st and 10 at the 6:04 mark. What a job by Pinbrook, and the Panthers just not been able to get enough pressure on him to force him to throw it early. Good defensive play by the defensive backs.
Yeah, it's hard to cover somebody that long. They reroute.
They haven't started the clock yet. Now wind the clock. 6 minutes and counting. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Pembroke under center. Power I formation. Pits the ball right side. That's the Vetter. Head of steam coming up across the side. He'll have his feet taken out from under him. Keep the clock running. He'll gain a couple on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 8 from the 50-yard line. Or from the 49, I should say. Blewett comes up and makes the tackle.
Play.
Keeps the man in bounds. That's the big thing. 5:30 left in the contest. Whoever's got the ball last may be the winner of this one. 5:25 and counting. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Pembroke and the team look to the sideline. Taking a lot of time. 15 seconds on the play clock. 5:15 and counting on the game clock. Pembroke in the pistol formation. Across the middle. Don't forget, Vetter ran for 53 earlier. He's got the ball now, and he's going to be stopped.
No gain.
No gain on the play that time. Clock will continue to run. He'll get it back to the 49-yard line and bring up a 3rd and 8 for Greenfield Northwestern.
Elijah Ginnenbacher in the mix again.
Has Ginnenbacher not been on a tackle all day long, the sophomore? 3rd down, 8 yards to go. It's 4-down territory for Greenfield here. They could ill afford to give the ball back to the Panthers here. Pembroke with his legs has been able to do this in the past. We don't know where that ankle's at right now and what he can do. That's 2 backs next to him in the pistol formation. 3rd down, 8 yards to go. They start a man in motion. Looking to Vetter, now across the middle. Find the man across the middle. He's going to be tackled short of the 1st down by about 4 yards.
Give him 4.
Got to see the man that caught the pass. The man that caught the pass was Costello. Costello will gain 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 4 from the 47-yard line of the Panthers. What, Bob?
I'm almost to the point where you're going to have to call timeout here.
3:53 and counting. 20 seconds left on the play clock. Wide out to the left-hand side. Panthers coaches, Greenfield coaches, both barking instructions. Pembroke starts a man in motion. Tries to draw him offside. Man in motion is Albrecht. Now he's got to reset.
They're going to call timeout.
Down to 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 on the play clock. Pembroke rolls to the right, looks across the middle, lets it go. It's going to be incomplete, and the Panthers' defense has held. What a play. The pressure that time by the Panthers came the way of Ginnenbacher again, wearing the number 51, and the Panthers will have it 1st and 10 as they've held with 3:26 left. 1st and 10. What a play by Ginnenbacher and the middle linebacker coming up and putting the pressure on that time. They've not been able to pressure Pembroke all day long, and today on that play they were.
Owen Roth put some pressure on there,
Owen Roth did a nice job, too. 47 of the Panthers, 1st and 10, 3:26 left in this one. Panthers need to get a 1st down or 2. More under center. Starts a man in motion. You give it to the money man in Ginnenbacher. He gets the ball to the 49. Gain of 2 on the play. You just knew Ginnenbacher was going to get the ball. They're going to send it on the 50. Give him 3 on the play and a 2nd down and 7. You know, you can give it to other people, and the fullbacks are a good idea too, but when you needed the yardage you had to have, you gave it to the All-Stater and Isaac Ginnenbacher. And, folks, I'm going to tell you, if you didn't vote for that kid for All-State, you're asleep.
Ginnenbacher was 76 yards on 15 carries, 65 of those in the second half.
Panthers with the ball right at midfield. Moore, the quarterback, letting the clock run down to 5-4. He'll hike it just in time. Give the ball to the fullback. That's Griffin. Carries the ball down inside Greenfield territory, down to the 47-yard line.
Greenfield calls timeout.
Now, do they still have 2 left?
They had 2, so now they have 1.
Okay.
I did not see him call that, but John said they have a timeout. Timeout on the field, we'll take it to 2:31 left. Panthers up 16-12. 3rd down play when we come back after these.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
2:31 left in the contest. Panthers lead at 16-12. They trailed 12-0 at halftime. They've scored both of their touchdowns here in the second half. If I get my papers out of the way, one at the 7:21 mark of the third quarter, one at the 7:07 mark of the fourth quarter. 2:34 left on the clock is what they're telling us now.
The extra points have been the difference right now, Jack.
You said that.
You said
I
that.
told you
at half.
extra points are going to be the key to this ball game coming in the second half.
You're right.
When you don't make them, you kill yourself. But there's a lot of game left. Third down, 4 yards to go for the Panthers. Greenfield needs to stop here. Paben's going to be on the left-hand side. Riley comes out. Gettenbacher off the right side, deep in the backfield. Moore under center with Connor Griffin, the fullback.
Something this way, I'm guessing.
Moore walks to the line of scrimmage. The junior is cool as a cucumber. Starts a man in motion. Gives the ball to Gettenbacher. Gettenbacher knocked outside, short of the first down. Gets the ball to the 45-yard line, gain of 2. It'll bring a 4th down and 2. And the Tigers will call the timeout. Timeout at the 2:27 mark. 16-12 Panthers. Back with more after this.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
2:27 left in the contest. Game play right here. 4th and 2. Panthers have the ball right at the 45-yard line. They've got to get just short of the 43. It's a short 2 yards, but, big play here. Greenfield's got to have the stop, and they're out of timeouts. So if the Panthers make the first down, they would be able to kneel the game out.
Yep.
If Greenfield gets the ball, they'll have the ball with less than 2 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Into the wind.
Needing to go about 60 yards.
Yeah, and into the wind.
But they've showed they could do it. The WIVC championship on the line here, but even more than that, a semifinal
Exactly.
action.
Double
Griffin,
them.
the fullback, double wing formation, Moore, the quarterback. Mighty keep it himself. Starts a man in motion. Gives the ball to the right-hand side.
Over.
That's Paben. He's got running room. He's going to go to the zone. Paben takes it into the end zone from 45 yards out for the touchdown. No penalties on the play, and the Panthers score at the 2:18 mark on a 4th and 2, 45-yard run by Drew Paben, the junior. Gives the Panthers the 22-12 lead, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion. That's how you make a 4th and 2.
There you go.
What a job by both teams, but they've sold out on the short yardage.
2:18, thank you.
2:18 left in the ball game. Touchdown there, and a 10-point lead. They can make it 12 with this, and you know why that's important? Because if they would score an onside kick, they could get the ball back.
Yeah.
2-point conversion here. Offset I formation. Gettenbacher to the right of the fullback. They give the ball. No, Moore's got it himself. Short pass to Eiler for the 2-point conversion from 3 yards out. It's good. Timeout on the field. We'll take it too. Panthers lead at 24-12. More comes your way after this.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
Kickoff by the Panthers. Carter Eiler will be the man kicking. Panthers with a big comeback here. 24 points in the second half. They lead at 24-12. Now they'll back up and kick the ball on the regular kickoff. Albrecht back deep and better. Greenfield could run it back all the way, though. You'd never want to count them out. Kickoff across the middle is going to be taken by a short man. That's Ashton Prusian. Prusian's got the ball. He's going to be tackled, and a penalty. Do they have a face mask penalty? It looks like it.
Almost has to be.
Prusian in on the comeback here, the return from the 30. And I'm going to say that's got to be a face mask, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Almost has to be.
Let's see. Well, you never know.
Might be a hold.
Holding. Greenfield. Illegal block. Tigers. So that'll move the ball back from the 30 down to the 20-yard line. Very few penalties in a day, and each one's had one for more than 5 yards.
Greenfield with 2 for 15. Camp Point Central with 1 for 10.
Wow. Clean game. 2:10 left in regulation here, guys. 24-10. Ball on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Greenfield. Penbrook, the quarterback, the junior. This Greenfield squad will have almost everybody back next year. Fakes the pass, or now he will throw the little short pass across the middle. Going to be taken down by Pabin. What a game by Drew Pabin. Pan comes down to 20 and no gain on the play. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Who was the man that caught the ball?
Albrecht.
Albrecht, thank you. Albrecht in on the reception. 1:50 and counting. Clock runs. Greenfield can't stop it. They're out of timeouts, trailing by 12. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Penbrook, the quarterback. The defense has been the difference maker again. It didn't look like it in the first half, but it has now. Penbrook looks across the middle, has a man that's knocked away. What a job by Isaac Ginnenbacher as he knocks it away. The intended receiver was Garrett Costello. And Penbrook had him there, and he completed, his first 5 passes?
Yeah.
And now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, completed his first 5, and since then he is 3-4. His last 6.
So still doing a good job and playing on a tough ankle, too.
Yeah. And in tough wind.
1:30, clock stops. 3rd and 10. Penbrook throws a little side pass. That's to Vetter, trying to find some running room. Across the middle, he'll be knocked out of bounds, and he'll only get about 3 and stop the clock. Vetter will get 3 on the pass play down to the 23-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th and 7 for the Greenfield Tigers. Josh Alford in on the tackle that time. They're going to put it back into 22, in fact, John. 2 yards on the play. 4th and
8.
We'll call it 8, yeah. 4th down, 8 yards, probably 9, but that's okay. Penbrook in the pistol. Needs this to keep things going. Across the middle. Looks, got a man open. Going to be hit short of what he needed, and a tackle that time on the play by guess who?
Elijah Ginnenbacher.
The sophomore Ginnenbacher, who told me before the game what he was going to do. He gets 4 on the play, John.
Thank you.
4-yard gain, 1st and 10 Panthers. They'll be able to kneel it out here with 1:19 left and live to play in the semifinals. The ball on the 26-yard line. Panthers can kneel it out now. Time left is 1:19.
Thank you.
Panthers in the victory formation. They'll take a knee, and they'll have to do that 1 or 2 more times. And Greenfield season will come to a close with a record on the season of what, 10-2?
Yes.
10-2 for Greenfield. The Panthers will move to 12-0, and they'll play the winner of Ridgeview and Tuscola, and we'll try to see which one's winning in that one. And we'll go one place or the other. We know that we'll be on the road next week for the Panthers, and we'll have it right here for your broadcast. They'll need to down it here. See how much time they have left. Stay tuned for the Illini Community Hospital post-game show. And with 37 seconds left, the Panthers will secure the victory. Panthers win it 24-12. We have reached the Illini Community Hospital post-game show. Panthers with a come-from-behind win after trailing 12-0 at halftime. Win it 24-12. We'll take the timeout. More comes your way after these.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
A tale of two halves. The Greenfield Northwestern Tigers would score to 56.5 second mark of the first quarter on a 3-yard pass from Pinbrook to Vetter. They would lead 6-0 and not make the extra point. Remember that. That's important. 9:51 left in the half. A 53-yard run by Vetter. The point after, no good. They led 12-0 at halftime. The Panthers would take the second half kickoff, and they would score on a 3-yard run by Ginnenbacher at the 7:21 mark. They make the extra point on the 3-yard run by Drew Pabin. They trailed 12-8. Then with 7:07 left in the fourth quarter, on a pass to Ginnenbacher from 20 yards out, more on the 3-yard run, the Panthers would take their first lead of the day, 16-12. And then on a 4th and 2, the Panthers' Drew Pabin would take the ball around the right side and go 45 yards for the touchdown. The 3-yard run pass by Eiler, I should say, or to Eiler, was good, and the Panthers secured the win, 24-12. You got an update for us here, guys?
Yes.
Ridgeview has won their game 35-6 over Tuscola. So we'll be heading to Colfax, Ridgeview, Lexington.
10 minutes to go still,
Okay,
Jack.
10 minutes to go, but that looks like it's secure. Panthers and Ridgeview, the 1 and 2 teams, will play for the semifinal championship. What we're going to do is take a break on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. Illini Community Hospital has been serving the community since 1942 with excellent health care from primary and specialty care to emergency medicine. Illini is here to serve you and your family. Learn more about their services at IlliniHospital.org. John will have some individual stats and more as we wrap it up today on the Illini Community Hospital post-game show. Panthers win it over Greenfield Northwestern 24-12, and I guess that would also make them the WIBC champion. Back with more after these.
I love working in spine care because when patients get better, there's no better feeling than that.
We both, Alexis and I, take a lot of time listening to their story, which is important so the patients know that we are caring and are thinking about them and not just about their back or just about their neck. You start with the story, you add the exam information, and then you come up with what's causing this problem, and then a treatment plan.
When you're ready to make your dream kitchen and bathroom a reality, find inspiration at Pike County Lumber in Pittsfield. It starts with a 3D design so you can see every angle and every custom detail. Traditional style or the newest trends. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle. Your custom kitchen and bathroom will have the features that you need. A large versatile island for work or entertaining. Quartz countertops. Quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
24-12 is the final here as the Panthers secure the win. In the second half, 24 points. They made all three of their two-point conversions, but just making, I said at halftime, those two-point conversions will make a difference, and that 16-12 lead was a difference maker. But when Pabin went for 45 yards for the touchdown, the Panthers were able to seal the deal. But what a job by the Greenfield Tigers. And stats today will be important, but you'll find them not to be unbelievable stats by either team. One of the biggest stats, not very many penalties in the game, but John Hull's got all your stats for you on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show.
First for the Greenfield Northwestern Tigers, they finished the game with 9 first downs, only 1 first down in that second half. I think that's a key stat. As Camp Point Central had 15 first downs in the game, 10 of those in the second half. Greenfield Northwestern was led in rushing by 63 yards on 11 carries from Cohen Vetter, 48 yards on 10 carries from Brillbrook, and 32 yards on 8 carries from Dylan Pembroke, to a total 143 rushing yards. Pembroke was 9 of 12 passing for 75% for 60 yards. Those passes were completed 32 yards on 3 catches from Talon Albrecht, 18 yards on 2 catches from Garrett Costello, and 6 yards on 3 catches from Cohen Vetter, 8 yards on 2 receptions from Griffin Roberts. So 143 rushing yards, 60 passing yards, 203 total yards of offense in the ball game for Greenfield. Northwestern were called for 2 penalties for 15 yards was Greenfield. For the Central Panthers, they finished the game, as I said, with those 15 first downs, 10 of those in the second half of play. Led in rushing by 81 yards on 17 carries from Isaac Ginnenbacher, 63 yards on 4 carries from Drew Pabin, 41 yards on 12 carries from Connor Griffin, 13 yards on 5 carries for Ross Riley, -2 yards on 4 carries for Nick Moore, and Gavin Graves carried the ball 1 time for 1 yard for 197 rushing yards. Quarterback Nick Moore was 6 for 9, passing 67% for 82 yards. Passes completed, Isaac Ginnenbacher 40 yards on 3 receptions, 20 yards on 1 catch for Gavin Graves, 22 yards on 2 catches for Carter Eiler. So 197 rushing yards, 82 passing yards, 279 total yards of offense for the Central Panthers in the game, and they were called for 1 penalty for 10 yards in the entire ball game.
Before we name our players of the game, I want to recognize the Greenfield Northwestern Tigers seniors who played their last game. They are Braden Dennison, the 5'10", 145-pound senior. Also Gavin Reinders, the 5'11", 146-pound senior. Brett Bilbrook, the 6', 235-pound running back. Connor McEvers, the 5'8", 188-pound senior. Also senior Gabe Fry, 5'11", 226. Also Carson Smith, 5'10", 172, a linebacker and a running back. And Zach Wright, a 5'8", 227-pound senior for the Greenfield Tigers, completing their careers, and we wish them the best of luck in everything they do in the future. What a game by Joe Pembroke's squad today. It is time for us to name our players of the game. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. One of our players of the game, you heard his name over and over and over on tackles, was Elijah Ginnenbacher, the sophomore middle linebacker. Also, Drew Pabin with 2 key runs, some big tackles on the defensive side, knocking the ball away. The junior will be one of our players of the game, and I don't think you do any of it without the senior, Isaac Ginnenbacher. 3 players of the game today for the Panthers, but the entire team, what a job by them. Nick Moore running things, the offensive line picking things up, the defense picking it up, and a come-from-behind 24-12 win today. Bob, any final thoughts for you?
How about a coach of the game for Brad Dixon and his squad for the way they turned around this second half?
I mean, what a job of adjusting and making it all happen, right, Bob?
Like I said, tale of two halves, and that first drive of the third quarter changed the whole complexion of the football game. And Isaac Ginnenbacher gets a lot of the credit for that drive at the beginning of the third quarter. And the sense of urgency that they had coming out in the start of that second half. I mean, they came down with a mission, broke that game down, turned it into a 6-point lead, and from that point on, Camp Point pretty much dominated the football game.
Yep. John Hull, great job by you today, running all the things, keeping the stats, running the computer. Great job by our buddy, the cameraman out there. He's a frozen little duck today, too, in Mason. But what a job by him also. Thank you to all the folks from Camp Point Central for another great season. We'll be on the road next week, hopefully on the road in 2 weeks, going to Champaign. Quarterfinals are over. The Panthers win it. They win the WIBC crossover game, and they'll play next week. It looks against Lexington, Colfax, Ridgeview. We'll tell you more about that. They're telling us the game time will be at 2 o'clock, and we'll get the location. We'll have it for you on Central Illinois Sports. For Bob Larnigan, for John Hull, I'm Jack Hull, reminding you to hug your kids and tell them you love them. Let them know more than that the Lord Jesus Christ loves them and wants to be their personal Savior. Final from Camp Point Central, quarterfinal win from behind. The Panthers win it 24-12. This has been